Okay, there guys, it's Metro. What's the weekly this week, by the way? Last week was time walking, we didn't get much use out of it. That's skirmishes. You don't get anything from that as a PvE, right? Hey there guys, it's Metro, and today we have returned. And we're back Tuesday, new week. This is a Grievous week, so this will be interesting. These are just literally never gonna fucking sell, I guess. Evan, what's up, man? How's it going? How you doing? I gotta get this shit out of my mail, though. Can't stand seeing it in my mailbox, to be honest. But yeah, the week has changed. We get a new set of affixes. How much longer do we have for this bonus event as well, or whatever it's called? It's a calendar. Hey, Caleb, what's up? Good morning to you as well. Am I gonna run to the fucking chest? How about we fly? We have until next Friday, so this is not a lot of free time. I don't know when I'm gonna. I don't know. I'd like to get some characters leveled with this buff, but it's like, I thought, you know, 14% is nice if you're leveling 100 times, but I just don't know. Don't have the interest right now in leveling. Anyway, I do want to level for Maghar, whatever gear. That's really nice gear. I like to use that as transmog, but. All right, anyway, let's go get our chest. John as well, how are we doing? How we doing, John? Ryan White, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's go get our chest. We got to get on the PTR at some point. Let's see, yeah. Let's see how this goes first. We'll go on the PTR after. Remind me, hopefully you guys maybe will do it for me and then I won't have to worry about going on there. But yeah, we can go on, I don't know. We got to go see if we get new keys on the PTR so we can potentially test some stuff on there. Hey, I bless. What's up, man? How's it going? Oogie, how's it going? Viltrix as well. What's up, sup, fella? Just in time to open our new key or our new box. Let's open the box. About to open that box, and that'll be that. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. Finally an upgrade. I'm gonna do it on my alts real quick as well, just so I don't forget. Actually, did I even? It's only Shaman. 390 gloves. I think we finally got an upgrade. And we got Shrine 14. Now that's a key I actually really need. Very interesting. 390 gloves. Yes, they are definitely an upgrade. It's got haste as well, so that is an upgrade. We finally got an upgrade, guys. Not gonna increase our item level, I don't think, but finally got an upgrade. This week I should easily hit 31 as well. I need to do the islands. Grats. 385 Azurite. I would love that, but nope. Doesn't look like I'm not gonna get a single Azurite. Well, I got one, but I'm not gonna get another Azurite piece since then. In the current iteration of the system, which is really sad. And let's go back to not purely purely defensive trinkets. Where are they? Let's see. Oh, there it is. There, and Dix of whatever systemic regression. All right, so we finally got an upgrade in our chest. Only took like 8 weeks. Let's go ahead and do it real quick on our alts. Well, I think it's just a shaman. I didn't do on any other character last week, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and open it on my shaman as well. I think I'm probably already very close to it. So woot woot, congrats, hype, upgrade hype. Yeah, the Mythic Plus vendor is gonna be so nice. I can't wait any longer. Yep, I actually recorded a video, like a guide. I need to get that live this week as well. I might put it live. Like I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get it live for tomorrow, but I still have no idea what the rest of this week is gonna look like, guys. I really don't. I'd like to stream tomorrow, but I have to work. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get home. I don't know what it's gonna look like, so I don't know. You know, and I'd like to say I'm gonna stream Friday, but you know, Thanksgiving's Thursday. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I just don't know. So we'll see. But I have a couple video ideas planned. Somebody actually brought up an interesting idea that I need to remind myself to do, honestly. Somebody asked for like basically like a tier list of all dungeons, and then especially with affixes. So I think I might do that. I might just do like top 3, and well, the thing is the top 3 are always gonna be the same. Yeah, but I might do like, I don't know, maybe I'll do what I think the hardest 9 like 1 through 10 are outright, and then like here's a video on like what might change in here as a Bloody K for certain affixes, something like that. I don't know, but I have to come up with a good video for that because that's actually a good idea. Hardest in your opinion, or based? Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. Make sure your talents are set for mythics. Yeah, they should still be. Like, it's only a problem on Wednesday and onward because then Tuesday I raid. But, like, I haven't done anything that would have changed talents from last week, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and open our Shaman's Cache. We did a 10, I think. Or no, yeah, we did do a 10. So we should get something nice here, hopefully. We got... Ooh! That's a nice piece right there, friends. A fucking shield. There we go. That's real good. 357 now. What does it look like? Ah, it looks awesome as well. Holy shit. Wow, that looks cool. That's a good shield. Alright, so we got a new AP Azerite power as well. But it's useless. I guess it would have to be this one because this is terrible. I can't imagine this is very good at all for especially healers. Like, what the fuck? When am I ever going to get knocked back, stunned, or immobilized? Anyway, that's that. What game is this? Ching Chong. This is World of Warcraft Battle of the Azeroth. Alright, so let's get back in the DK and we'll get started and get some nice keys here today. Hopefully this isn't too bad of a week. I don't know. We're going to save our key until later in the week, though. We'll practice a bit on the affixes before we do it. I do act like if I can do that 14 shrine, that would be really nice. Told the Gore in reference to what? Alright, let's see what we got. What should we start with? You guys think this is a hard week? Should we be looking at 14s, 13 maybe? 13 Waycrest, probably not a bad place to start. Looks like a similar progression group to myself. But yeah, what else? That's it. So what are the actual fixes? It's bolstering and Grievous. So bolstering just adds a ton of fucking time to the dungeon, honestly. And that's a problem, but let's see. Knockback on the last boss. Oh, yeah, that's true, but that's only one dungeon. I don't think that's very valuable. Anyway, will the Grievous change be a huge help to healers? I'm not sure how that... Yeah, so let's talk about that. So if you guys didn't... Let's see where we can find that. We got to see where that came in on. Let's see. I guess it was hotfix. Was it last night, or was this during the weekend and I just didn't know about it? I guess it happened last week, but Grievous obviously wasn't out, so... Yeah, I don't know. So let's see, where is it? Yeah, Grievous affix now stacks every other tick, was every tick, and now deals 2% of the player's total HP per stack, was 1.5%. So I do think it's going to make it easier to get it to prevent it from stacking really high, but it's going to be a lot harder to like once. The problem with Grievous is once 5 people have it, it's just done. You're just done. The healer is going to have to work way too hard. And this was the problem we had a couple weeks ago. Ultimately, really pushed me away from doing keys that week. It's the only week, honestly, that I didn't enjoy doing 5-mans. And it's because you need to actually help the healer out. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting there waiting for him to drink and heal you. It's like, that's not fair. So I was basically, the only way I was able to complete keys was by bringing sugar-crusted fish feast. And it's just like, I'm just wasting my preparation on these people who are not making any effort to be prepared. So we're not going to do that this week. No way. I'll do keys, but I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm not going to just, whatever. If we fail keys because of it, then we'll have to do that, because that's fine. Is this free to play? Not really, no. There are ways to make it free to play, but I'd imagine if you've never played WoW before, then the answer will be no. Hey, Metro Farazan, what's up, man? How you doing today? How's it going? I did my kinda rest key, my King's Rest key, I guess, yesterday after watching your video, and that teaming pack after the boss fucked me. Yeah, it's really tough. I would just recommend staying away from that place. And that's part of why somebody recommended that I make a video on that. Like, what dungeons present unique challenges certain weeks like that. And then, like, you know, teaming in general in other dungeons, explosive in general in other dungeons. These things would be, this would be a good video topic. So, are you able to control the type of ads on your channel? Not really. The ads that display are based on your preferences, by the way. So if like you just bought, you know, and this is why things get a little sketchier, but like, let's generalize. Hello. If you just did something that might affect your interest in the market, YouTube will somehow know about this, and they will target you with an ad that would be related to that. Like, let's put it this way: like, if you just like searched Walmart and you were looking to buy stuff online at Walmart, you're gonna get a Walmart ad. You know what I mean? So what I can do is make that not happen. I could make all ads just entirely randomized, but I don't think that's better. I'm not sure why that's even an option, to be honest. It just seems like, because then you might get an ad for something that would be completely irrelevant to you, and then you would definitely dislike it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hello friend Jack. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Welcome to another stream. We're starting with Waycrest plus 13. Got some early practice in this week, and it's gonna be a tough one, I think. This is gonna be an interesting one. Anyway, it heard you say Walmart. Here comes the Walmart ad. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why I was kind of joking about it, because it's like, it does feel that way at times. It feels like it literally can hear me, and I don't know where or how this is possible, but it happens all the time on my phone, which I guess is not surprising because the phone has an audio thing. But like, I will be talking about something, and then maybe like a couple, like 12 hours later, I'll get some kind of recommendation that will remind me that I was talking about it, and it's like, yeah. Anyway, can I play this game on smartphone? No. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I didn't even check the comp. Hopefully it's a good comp. Everybody's the right class, at least. Fire Mage, cool. I like to see fire, honestly. I quite like, maybe this guy's doing the Blaster Master thing. I think it's getting changed in December there, but yeah. Someone did tank Mythic Metallic on a pocket PC. Oh yeah, that's true. It's not a smartphone, but you can get a handheld PC and play it on that, which I actually was heavily considering buying. I don't know. I'm seriously considering buying the Surface Pro there. I think let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's still on like a huge sale on Best Buy. I might go buy it Wednesday after work, honestly. Apparently it's, oh, you can get it on Amazon as well? But only the UK version? Is that the case? Is there actually a, yeah, maybe that's the case. What the fuck? Oh no, this is the same sale, isn't it? Yeah, 5 left in stock. But it doesn't come with the thing. This is not actually a sale at all, is it? Doesn't come with like the keyboard part, which is another $100. Anyway, tablets are really quite good for a lot of things. Yeah, I'd like to have a good tablet. No, but you can play it for free on a private server, but they are usually very bugged. Yeah, is there actually a BFA private server? I'd imagine the answer would be no. But okay, what else? This does look like a good deal, but I guess this is a UK. These are UK deals only. I'd really like to get it though. Let's see if Best Buy has any like limitations on how many are left. I'm gonna have to go up there. Good morning. Hey, Steven. What's up, buddy? How's it going? All right. What's it called? It doesn't say anything about it. Wait, won it today. Pick it up at Harrisburg? Uh-oh. Why does that say that? That is far away from where I live. That's just $800 for the whole thing. That's crazy. That's a very big value. Why is it? Oh, I see. It's like a bug with the thing. I'm trying to like look at deals here, guys. I'm not trying to do this 5, man. What the fuck? Let's see. How do we find store? This is so far away from where I live. Why is it picking this store of all places? The Scranton one is not even on the list for some reason. Maybe they're out, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look into this. Anyway. Oh yeah, you gave me a lead.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Brandon Lockwood. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Can't wait to get home from work today and open my box of disappointment. Sweet. Not BFA, but Legion. BFA will probably come too. Thank you for your response. I give you a reward now, sweet man. Where are we going? Up here. We gotta get these first, though. It's I can't tell. I can never tell. It's upstairs though, one way or the other. Anyway, what else? Did we miss any other comments? Did you read the patch notes for the Mythic dungeons? Yeah, that's already happened. That happened before I made the video. That's part of why I did it multiple times that week, was to test all that out. I probably should have made a bigger deal about bringing it up in the video though. Alright, so where's the... Colton Heatam, what's up, man? So even though it's not really a trash week, bolstering is going to make it play like a trash week. This is going to be a really hard week to upgrade keys on, honestly. Because it's going to be a lot harder to actually... like, you're never going to be able to pull big on purpose, really. Like, bolstering just creates too many problems. So... That's me, sweet man. Thanks for the sub. Alright, anyway, let's move down here. Let's go this way for a section. Alright, so this boss coming up here is always the one that, you know, I always feel like is difficult, but we'll see. See what happens. If we have good single target, it goes quick. But Tyrannical in this place can be very difficult. Really, it's this boss especially. Like, all the bosses can be hard, but they don't really get that much, they don't really get that much harder. It's just this boss is a lot longer, and the mechanics are way more dangerous. Whereas the other bosses are usually just a lot longer, and that can cause problems. But this is like equally...
5, 4, 3, 2...
You have no power here.
Oh, fucking chunking this guy though, holy shit. Okay, and it's the monk. Very good. Sweet, that worked out well. I guess there's just no way to build threat on these guys before they spawn. You have to be ready to taunt them. It's an interesting problem as well. I never really pay much attention to it, but we gotta keep moving. I always forget to move here. Jumping is sufficient, apparently. Looks like others forget to move as well. Anyway, hey, what's up, that guy Jim? How you doing, man? What are you up to today? And we're really chunking these mobs, these bosses. It's good to see that. We're doing good damage. I guess that's what happens when you lust. Now, it's good to interrupt, man. These casts do a lot of damage. They add up, you know. Individually, they don't do a ton of damage, any one of them, but they're constantly, like, basically 3 different casts. And if they all hit one person, they can end up doing a significant amount of DPS to them. Anyway, they don't like to interrupt, no, that's for sure. Good and you? Just kind of chilling today? Sweet, man. Leveling a bear right now, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, bears, I really like bear. I think bear is really fun. Yeah, so there's Grievous, right? Just gonna absolutely decimate me. It's basically been buffed, and that's not good. At this point, it's just way stronger than it normally would, so I'd imagine this healer won't. He's just not gonna be able to get it off us. We gotta keep jumping as well, so we don't.
Such lovely egg. I love the sound of snapping the black bark.
Somehow Grievous got off. I guess just my own healing somehow. So that guy died. I don't really know what actually happened there. Anyway, I guess we'll be alright now. What is the meaning of beard? Is it a class? Huh? Did you see that Prot Warrior DPS in AoE? Nah, I didn't get to see it. I was at work when you posted that. Do you use a keypad? What do you mean a keypad? I have a keypad on my mouse, if that's what you mean. So technically. You see, it takes so much longer to stack. Look at how long it takes to stack now. That's crazy. It actually takes a really long time to stack. But alright, but I guess let's just make sure. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen here with Grievous, but I think we'll be alright. Especially since we still have the traits on from last week. I need to change my chest back to the good trait. I'll probably just die to Grievous, I guess, huh?
Rip you to shreds.
Azrai Fane's gonna have to absolutely carry, which it's not going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna die to Grievous.
The more you struggle, the more you bleed.
Man, Grievous is so lame.
I love your skulls.
Yep.
Will make
Anyway, you don't have to jump anymore. Yeah, I know. Hey Metro, what do you think of this week's affixes for pushing on DK? Extremely difficult, it seems. Just sounds like you use a keypad. No, I don't. Alright, anyway. Wait, what? They replaced Gaping Mod Trait with Hour of Reaping. Yeah, they replaced a lot. I would definitely check your classes on the PTR because they replaced a lot of my favorite traits in the game, honestly. The sound you're hearing is the regular rubber dome membrane keyboard. Gotcha. Bear is the other name of Guardian Druid. Sweet. Alright, well that was that. Let's see, I guess we could try this place. Grievous on the last boss though is just gonna be impossible, huh? Try 14 Sathralis. Temple and timing it. Yeah, that's adventurous. Fucking anytime you're gonna expect to time a temple on Tyrannical is like pretty adventurous as it is, but now this week especially. That really sucks. Gaping Maw was my favorite trait. Yeah, I mean my favorite trait is being removed too, and that, well, not really. My second favorite trait. The trait that I would have been the most excited for if it was later in the expansion, which is the Leech on Vamp Blood, is being removed. But I don't know. I'm not sure why they're removing that one and not the fucking Deathstrike one. There's one that's literally just the dumbest fucking trait in the game. It literally does not, like, you don't have any, it's so plain, let's put it that way. It just increases your Deathstrike healing. That's it. It doesn't, there's no interaction with it whatsoever. Hey Bo, what's up, man? How's it going, guys? Yeah, so that was disappointing that they kept that one in the game and not removed and didn't remove that one, but whatever. What did the emissaries say, by the way? Definitely gotta do that AP one. You start working on that. This is probably gonna take a while to fill, huh?
Do you want something?
I'd imagine it'll take a while to convince people to want to try to do a Sathralis 14 on this week. Anyway, did you get any more snow overnight? No, luckily not. I mean, I woke up and all the snow's gone. I'm not really sure why. I guess because it rained so much yesterday, but got me 385 shoulders this week. Lucky you. I did actually get an upgrade for the first time in a long time, though. And this is a Titan Forge, like, what's like, I guess a War Forge, technically. But, yeah, I basically needed the 390 to be an upgrade, and it finally was an upgrade. So we're back up to 20% haste, too, which is nice. So that's good. 20% haste, 1% verse. That's funny. Now, next patch, though, I'm going to have a lot of verse because we're going to have the alchemy trinket. I don't know if you guys saw it. Man, you guys should definitely... I need to make a video on that alone, honestly. Alchemy is going to be so fucking nice next patch. It's going to be crazy. They're also adding a transmute for anchorweed. What the fuck? You could transmute some herbs to anchorweed. Like, come on, that's nuts. And it makes me think that it might give pets or something too. It's like herbs to anchor is what the name of it's called. And when I did it the first time, I got like 15 anchorweed, and I also got like a beer that was named Ink or something. So I wonder if maybe you can get like a pet or something from it. Like I don't know why you would get beer, you know, it seems pointless. Nice. I have 390 gloves too, but you are still much more geared in general. Oh yeah, quite geared. 385 now. And if I get trait 31, I will have, which piece will it be? Yeah, my helmet is the only one left, so yeah. So once I get trait 31, hopefully this week, I need to try to make sure I get it done this week. That'll be trait 31, and we'll get another 5 item levels on our helm. So that'll be a 390 piece as well. And that'll obviously help all of these a lot. If you guys aren't aware, it does actually increase the healing and stuff that these do. So that's really nice. Increases everything, so that's cool. My neck is level 30. Is Metro your real name? Yes. What else? I need to get another enchant on my gloves too. You're the healer, so I'm gonna let this guy do his thing here, but I mean, what are the odds? Have you done Grievous this week yet? I feel like this guy doesn't know what he's getting himself into. I don't want to bring it up because it's just going to cause an argument immediately, but I don't feel like many people are going to be upgrading keys this week. Did your group just disband? Yeah, they just are like, hey, do you want to do the 12? I'm like, no. And they're like, all right, we're done then. It's like, okay. Thanks for stopping by. They're like, yeah, it looks like we can't do this boss. It's like, well, we tried it once. I'm not sure why you're so confident in that, but all right. I almost soloed it. Like, I almost soloed the second half of the boss. But yeah, it looks like we can't do it. Oh, okay. If you guys all didn't die, if you guys all lasted another 30 seconds in the fight, I would have finished it alone easily. I got 385 Azurite finally on all 4 of my characters, and a Talazar keys on every one of them this week. Oh, sweet. This was definitely not a good week for soloing. So I don't know when the next good soloing week is. We have to take a look. We have to get serious about gearing up that night off.
I sense Azurite nearby.
So next week is Sanguine Necrotic. That's not a soloing week. Busting Skittish. That's probably the best soloing week. It's tyrannical again though, unfortunately. So in 2 weeks, a good soloing week. Quacking Teaming isn't bad either for soloing, especially. So yeah, the next in 2 and 3 weeks, they'll both be good soloing weeks. What is your raid progress? 3 of 8. We've been 3 of 8 for like 6 months. We'll probably never be 4 of 8. We lost like a ton of players, so we've been gradually trying to get back to the strength that we would need to do Vectis, but it's a really long process. So probably, probably won't ever be 4 of 8, but hopefully next patch will be back to full strength and ready to go. I'm really, really excited for this raid. It's going to be really nice. That raid is definitely looking like it might be my favorite raid ever. I didn't realize, like, they have, like, all these unique mechanics, like, unique areas in these boss, in these boss rooms. It's really cool. That city alone is definitely my favorite area in the video game currently. So yeah, I can't wait for it. 6 months, lol. What do you mean 6 months? The raid will be out a lot sooner than that, if that's what you're saying. All right, so we got one. Is there one over on this continent? Hopefully, there's one there. Go do that. Absorb Azurite from defeated elementals. Can do. Sup, Metro? How do you like the affixes? So far, so bad. Is your guild recruiting? Yes, definitely. If you or anybody else knows of any range damage dealers that are looking for a guild that can raid Tuesday, Wednesday night, 6:30 Eastern is invite, 7 Eastern is start, 11 Eastern is end. That's 8 hours total a week. Tuesday, Wednesday night, Horde side, US. Let me know. I'd consider non-range, but we really, I can't just keep bringing more melee in because even if we do eventually get to a strong point again, we're just gonna have. That's basically what caused the problems in the first place. Like. We were doing Vectis for months with only 4 range damage dealers, and it just was causing burnout, and people were not happy with the situation. No, 3 of 8 for 6 months, right? Yeah, either way, it won't be 6 months, but the raid will be out well before then. Full melee guild, yeah, basically. I mean, that's basically what we had for a long time. We had 4 range damage dealers, so if 2 of them didn't show up, then we had 2. And that didn't sit well with some people, so it's like, all right, well, unless you guys want to switch, I don't know what you want me to say. So they're like, all right, I know what I'll do then, and they just leave the guild. So. I'm 385 mage with 7 of 8 mythic, and last night got my last mythic Azurite. I'm now a full 390. Sweet, man. Well, in 3 weeks we have another easy week. Oh yeah, 3 weeks. You know, this week is really tough, but after this, I think the difficulty's breaking. This is the reset, by the way. This is the first week. Sanguine, Necrotic, Fortified. So if you guys remember, busting, skittish, tyrannical felt like this was like what, however long ago now. This felt like it was like the easiest thing in the game after this first week here. So I expect 2 weeks from now to be a very easy week for 5-mans again. Boomtown Games disrespected a streamer a month ago. He called Dollar Gaming as an idiot. Okay. Oh, Metro equals cool motherfucker in some languages. Hey Boomtown, what's up, man? I didn't even realize it was you who was saying all that. Nice. That is awesome. I don't. Okay, yeah. Anyway, what else? Miss anything? Doesn't look like it. All right, let's go get this Azurite world quest done. I made our first Mythic Vectis progress last night. Best pull was 38%. Sweet, man. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but definitely not as bad as some fights, I guess. Must be a joke. That was a cool dude too. Sweet. Yeah, I think it is a joke, honestly. Oh yeah, I don't have the glove enchant. Shit, I gotta get that. Let's not worry about herbing right now. I don't want to be doing this world quest when the group fills up. Looking for 14's Temple as well by Seth Rallis, I almost said. But... Oh, a Rep Pal. Yeah, that's great. Great choice. Actually, it is not a bad choice this week. Are you playing EU? No, of course. US Realms. Do all emissary quests? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't really do most of them, but I'll do the ones that give 1,000 AP. That's for damn sure. I got to get my neck to 31 this week, so we got to focus on that. He's 41%. I'm gonna get a bunch from the raid obviously tonight. Then I got to do the island. So with that alone, it should be very close. So I'll just need to do some AP grinding on the world quest or something.
And are going crazy. Put them down and absorb their azurite.
Hopefully, you know, just zeros or not zeros, just Mythic Plus in general will give a good amount. We could do zeros, but I don't think it gives a good amount of AP, does it? I don't think so. Anyway, can you solo? Oh yeah, definitely. I was actually doing it on the beta to try to get keys. It's very easy. Trivial easy almost. It's like how easy can it get? It's crazy. The cool thing about soloing Freehold is all the bosses are optional, by the way. You could skip all 4 bosses, so it's like if for some reason you wanted to solo a boss just for a chance at a Titan Forge trinket, that would be the place for it. You can literally just do you could only do 1 boss in there if you wanted, and that would be it. So that's what I was doing to get keys on the beta. I was just skipping every boss, going right to the last boss and soloing it to get a key to try to see if I can get a new key, but at the time it didn't work. Has anybody been on the PTR recently? I need to get on there today and check if we get a new key or not. Because if we do, then I have something that I definitely want to do this week. If not, then we have a lot of work ahead of us. Probably, it's probably not going to happen this week though, either way. I think Tegor might be right. I think it's like, it's like in season 2, but the affixes aren't changed yet for some reason. A Mythic 0 is 371 gear. That means the gear will cap at a 10 key. Yeah, that's right. Correct. I made the wrong, I foolishly said what you just corrected me on basically there in the video, and somebody else pointed it out too, so yeah, it's my fault there. Misspoke. I just didn't, I didn't even know that 0 gear was giving that when I made the video. Like, that was the first time I actually looked at 0, so I wasn't prepared to make the comment that I made, and I did so foolishly, so.
It's a shame that azurite is driving the elements out.
Anyway, can't wait for 8.1. I feel no motivation to play right now, considering the eye level increase in a few weeks. The item level increase won't happen until season 1 starts, don't forget, so. Yeah, I don't know about no motivation to play, but I'm very excited for 8.1 for sure. Why was that guy, he was like lagging or something? I don't know what the fuck was going on. Anyway, alright, so we did 2 out of 4 now. Can we actually get another one done or what? Oh, they're looking for a rogue toke, so I don't know if you're on stream. Yeah, item level 1 increase into a new raid. Yeah, it'd be like sometime January, maybe late January. Don't know for sure.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Guess we can maybe get AP from another world quest. Let's see. I don't want to like venture too far. Maybe we should go get those herbs though, actually. Best feature for me in 8.1 is mogging the fist weapon. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. If I played a demon hunter, that would probably be a big deal for me as well. I am having a lot of fun leveling alts now. I started Shaman using enhancement yesterday, and I cannot believe how much fun it is. Sweet, yeah. Leveling, especially right now with the, whatever the holiday event, whatever it's called. Really nice.
Be quick.
I leveled the rogue to only play outlaw so I can fuel my gambling addiction. Nice. 30-minute building a group, wipe on first boss, disband. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I expect to happen. That's exactly, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what I expect to happen. Is there a place to apply for the guild? Yeah, we can just, not on Wild Progress or nothing like that. Yeah, just hit me up in Discord, man. We could talk. Yeah, that's what I figured, honestly. Alright, so that's not going to happen. Yet another key that will not end up happening. Let's find another group then. Oceanic, I'm not oceanic, but that's a key I wouldn't mind doing. Siege of Borealis 15. Jesus. Maybe. I don't know about that. Maybe King's Rest would be a good one to try this week since we did it last week. To give ourselves a little bit of like comparison there. I wouldn't mind doing Siege 15, but seems like it's gonna be very difficult. Oh, you got invited, so I guess we'll give it a try. Where's this herb? Anyway, good comp so far, at least. He was building a group and then left. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what would have happened if we did the group. You know, the guy would have first mistake would have just been he would have left. I didn't realize you had to loot so many of these things. I'm enjoying the differences between tunes and it's keeping me interested. My paladin is 730 or 375, priest is 360, lock is 340. Sweet man, that's cool. Yeah, I really enjoy BFA honestly. It's quite fun. I gotta get a glove enchant before we do anything more here. One in the last tab, if I remember correctly. I remembered correctly. Let's put it on our glove. Where is it? Put it on our nice new 390 gloves that we just got. Anyway, don't you have herbalism enchant? No, I just got new gloves from the chest, so I didn't put it on yet. Alright, we are filled. Hunter, Demon Hunter, and Rogue. Obviously, a great comp. Alright, see you later. So much for that. Anyway, bolstering siege. I guess we won't be doing that key either. Let's finish this world quest, and we'll sign up for a new group. Pug groups are, yeah, it's getting annoying, isn't it? Making it hard to respect the pugging atmosphere around the game anymore. At least it's better than starting it and then not finishing it though. I'd rather not start than whatever, you know. Okay, so I got +2 key. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I was hoping. Well, did you transfer your character? I guess you did, right? We'll try that as well. I need to log on there. But if you got a +2 key, then that's probably evidence that the new season has started for sure then. Because I don't know. It probably would have given you the right key. I'm not sure what to think about the whole situation. We'll figure it out. We'll have to try to get together and push a key. It shouldn't take too long, but they're worried about skipping trash from the third boss. Yeah, I mean, it's like, whatever. You guys want to skip trash, feel free. I don't know what to tell you. This is not it's not that serious, I feel like. Oops. That's the same group, right? Just sign up again. If not, we'll do that Siege, or that Cetralis 13. Guy from Freehold, last boss. Oh. You didn't actually get there was no weekly cash? That's unfortunate. Oh fuck. I was hoping there was going to be a weekly cash, but I guess not. Have you been to Germany once? I've been to Germany 0 times. I'd imagine that trend will last for a long time. I have no plans on going to Germany. I'm not very interested in going to countries that the native language is not English. Rip the herb. 15 Waycrest. It's just like, what are the odds, right? Like, we're not going to upgrade that key. That boss is so difficult. But we'll sign up. I can't believe people have 15, so that means they did 16s last week. People are serious. It's interesting. They speak English well in Germany. Been there a couple times. Great beer. Nice. Yeah, my buddy lived in Germany for over a year, and he said that the amount of people who told him that they speak English well in Germany that really lied to him was a very high amount. He said the first like 6 months there, he did not meet a single person in Cologne that spoke English, besides people he worked with. So he'd go to the shop, nobody spoke English. All the labels are in German, everything's in German. So he didn't know what he was buying. He couldn't tell, like, he didn't know how to ask people for things. It was, he did not enjoy it. But I think by the end he got a little bit more used to it. Sadly, 0 people in the PTR. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's like, it is actually nuts. I went on there the other day to try to get keys, and it was 0. Like, I was talking in general chat, and like 1 person was in the general chat. So, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like we're not going to have a lot of good key options this week, so we're going to have to lower our standards a bit. Going to have to do a 12, looks like. Mother load 12. That seems like a good one. Let's do mother load 12. Toldegore as well. 0 people in PTR. Game is dead. Yep. Caught my waitress speaking English after she told me she didn't. What the hell? That is weird. So you think people were refusing to speak English then, maybe, huh? That's very interesting. Maybe that's what was happening. Maybe people were refusing to speak English. That's very interesting. Because he won't speak German? Yeah, okay, you do think that. So it's like, because he won't speak German that they won't speak English? That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Wait a second, I got a 370 piece from Mythic 0 and it has an extra ring. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. I've seen it in a couple countries. Very weird. Yeah, the are you reacting to the second ring or more the 370? But both are intended. That's what's gonna happen. All gear that drops in season 1 is gonna have a second ring. I mean season 2. Spain is the worst. I feel like France is the worst. But my assertion about France is equal to Spain, honestly, because the reason I feel like France is the worst is because after 8+ years of organizing and like socializing on the internet, I do not know a single person from France. I do not know a single person from France. After all of this time streaming, YouTube, you know, whatever else, leading a guild, you know, obviously that's not really going to get me anywhere with France, but me and Sai have made like multiple internet like type business projects. So yeah, I don't know a single person from France. Actually, it's not even true. The only person I know from France is a woman who is a patient at our office. She's from Normandy, which is definitely the place that I would want to know somebody from France, because it's my favorite area in Europe for sure. But it's like, I just can't believe it. I think, and I bring that up, the reason I think it's that way is because people from France they won't speak English. So they're not going to listen to my stream or talk to me. You know what I mean? And I bet it's probably similar in Spain and Germany, but I think it's worse in France. It feels that way, because I know multiple people from Spain, multiple people from Germany. You know what I mean? So, did you ever think about going to a progress guild like Method? No. They are on European realms, by the way. My ear is level 30. Nice, man. You should shred that 370 piece to see how much azurite impurity you get from it. I shredded 2 pieces on the beta, and they gave 0 azurite impurity. Or scrapped it, more so. I was going to shred, but regardless. So that, you know, I don't know if that means you don't get it all the time, or does it mean that you just don't, it's not in yet. But, yeah, if you, that would be another good thing, is to just run 0s and get that gear and scrap it over and over again to see what's about France. I mean, did you not hear what we were just talking about? I don't really want to repeat it. I thought the azurite impurity was only able to be scrapped from gear after season 2. Right, we're talking about on the PTR. He did a 0, got a 370 piece with 2 rings, so that should be scrappable. But I scrapped 2 different pieces with 2 rings, and it did not give me any azurite impurity, whatever it's called. It's not actually called that. It's called like Titan something or other, but yeah. Flight paths are long, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Alright, so this is Mother Load 12. It's probably going to be a week even harder than last week because, you know, if the healer can't keep up, then you're not able to do the key. Just started watching. What's up? How's it going? How you doing today? All right. We still have our flask on from last week. Hey, what's up? How's it going, man? What are you up to? How's Tuesday treating you so far? So I am pretty sure I'm going to commit to the stream every day in December again as well. I'm not 100% sure yet, but good week for affixes? Nope. Jackie, there is a late fee payable to Metro. Yeah, unfortunately. We'll talk about it after stream. But yeah, the what was I saying? Yeah, the week is terrible. this is definitely going to be even worse than last week, it seems. They buffed, well, they kind of like nerfed / buffed Grievous. I don't know how to describe it. They changed Grievous, which if you're not good at healing, it makes it incredibly, like, way harder. But if you are good at healing, then it makes it a lot easier. Alright, let's do this shit. Anyway, thanks, Boom. Happy early birthday. Last week at work, birthday tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday, man. Scandinavian country and Russian develop English as second language. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like not it's not that way for the Middle European countries like Western Europe, it seems. So, besides England, obviously.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you mean it's harder now? What changed? They made it tick less frequently. Or no, they made it stack less frequently, but it now does more damage. So if you get 5 stacks on you, you're pretty much done. We had, like, everybody had 5 stacks on them on that first boss in Waycross Manor, and it was just impossible. It was a wipe for sure. The healer was never going to get it off all 5 people without bops. You guys are talking about languages here. We were talking about how after all of these years, I don't know anybody from France. And I felt like it was because, like, a vast majority of people in France are not, like, willing to communicate in English. And it got brought up because we were talking about a friend who lived in Germany for a long time. And Bo suggested that people know English very well in Germany, but they refuse to speak it if you don't speak German as well. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's one of those weeks where Resto Shami is crap. Yeah, it's definitely not a good week for Resto Shami. What else? England doesn't speak English. They speak some weird gibberish. Oh, really? I didn't realize. Especially now that it's snowing in Indiana. Oh, I'm always itching to leave work on Tuesdays. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's, we got a lot of snow last week. Hopefully you're not getting that same. I don't think so, though. Imagine that would have been long past. How did they change Grievous specifically? Yeah, so what they did was they make... It used to do 1.5% of your health, and it stacked up 5 times. Now it does 2% of your health and stacks up 5 times, but it only stacks up every other tick. So, for example, 1 tick, no stack. Next tick stacks. So, like there, he was able to get it off me before it stacked twice. You know? So it makes it easier if you're like doing well with it, but if you're doing poorly with it, it's a lot harder. I've never seen this mob infested. What the fuck? Anyway, so you're playing Resto Shaman this week? Nah. Won't be doing... I'm going to do Bear this week if we have time for alts. I probably just won't have time for alts this week, though. I still don't know what's going to happen this week. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow or Friday, just because the holiday. And it's going to be a similar situation around Christmas. It's really awkward. Christmas is fucking Tuesday this year. Like, what the hell? Not a great day for Christmas. Anyway, is there a new interrupt tracker you have there? Which week or is that? No, it's the same one I've always had. If you do, I have 9 at all. I won't be able to until later this week. Nah, I'm not going to be doing any healing. But I'll be doing, I mean, I'll do it on my bear though if you want. At best, it would be Friday for sure. It's definitely not going to be earlier than that. The fuck is with the bubble? Anyway, what else? Is there a new interrupt? Okay, we read that. From my experience, if you greet in French and they ask, and then ask, yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying. But like for somebody who doesn't know French, they will not speak English to them. Which is, I think, I'm hypothesizing that's why I don't know anybody from France. Because they will not, unless I speak French, they will not talk to me. Which is hilarious because it's the internet, but whatever. Anyway, finally got my death rate to 110. Was kind of hard to get these last 2 weeks where the Navy says you can't. Yeah, that makes it harder, I bet. The French suck anyway, damn. I love Gorfine's Grass. That is one of the best moves in the game. 100% agreed. 100% disagree. It is the best move in the game. Not one of the best. Do these mobs give count? No, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, Thanksgiving on a Thursday this year, Christmas on a Tuesday. For fuck's sake, holidays. Can't wait for a year where they're both on the weekend. Well, Thanksgiving's always a Thursday. I don't know if you're joking, but yeah, it's just awkward because when all 3 holidays are in the middle of the week, it causes us to miss a lot of time from raiding, and I don't really like doing that. But yeah, 2 weeks in a row, they're both both on Tuesday, so it's gonna mean the stream is gonna be affected by that as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I hope that was a troll. No, it was an orc, I think. I like using gore fiends in battlegrounds. Yeah, I can imagine. That seems really fun. Oh shit, forgot about this. The mob's like so stuck back there. He's like, I don't know what to do. They've prevented me from doing what I want to do here. Now we're fucking tearing this key up so far. Less pushing for groups who rarely interrupt. Morning Metro, Anthony, what's up, buddy? Good thing is we raid Tuesday and Wednesday, so we don't miss anything. Wait, what? Well, that's exactly when we raid, and that's why we're gonna miss things. It's Tuesday and Wednesday is the holiday. Less punishing for groups who rarely interrupt or don't have good interrupts. What are we talking about? Oh, Vengeance Demon. Yeah, I definitely agree. Vengeance Demon Hunter AoE was good. How big was unnerved grass? 40 yards. Yeah, it was 40 yards at one point. Then it was nerfed. Oh, okay. There you go. Then it was nerfed 30 in WAD, and then or in Legion, and then it was nerfed to 20 in BFA. It was actually nerfed to 25 at the start of Legion, but then they buffed it back to 30. Yeah, in WAD CMs it was 40, so literally you can just grip like the whole fucking dungeon. But honestly, it was kind of hard to use well at that point because there was so many things that you might grab by accident. And all damage dealer DKs had it as well, right? It wasn't just blood. So in the Legion beta, they had actually removed the spell, but then they added it back to blood only. Anyway, what else? We missed some things here. Morning Metro, anything on the cache of crap today? I actually got a 390 pair of gloves, so that was nice. Finally got an upgrade from that cache. I keep getting 380 gloves. It's unfortunate. No, you have a 395 pair. That's funny. It needs to have a shorter CD. There's a talent that you can make it have a shorter CD, but I definitely do not think Blood DK needs any more concessions on their utility, that's for sure. I think their kit is very capable. They definitely don't have as much utility as Vengeance, but it doesn't really matter. Like, the utility they have is so potent. Good to try to kill him equally. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. No problems with Grievous so far, but of course we'll see on the bosses.
4, 3, 2,
No
1.
pot either.
Systems engaged. Commence.
No pot, no bone storm, no rune weapon. I used it on that trash, that's why. That was a dangerous pack. They're all right next to each other.
Beware. Damaging this unit violates the terms of use.
Alright. Now the mob will die. Oh, we definitely need to move it here though, don't we? Yeah, perfect. Static pulse, nature damage, A method. Coin magnets, lol. New bot. There's no coins. There will be soon though. We gotta be paying attention to that for sure.
Beware. Damaging this unit.
Sometimes when I click it, it doesn't click. I'm not sure why that is. Roll coins. This Fury Warrior is making me sad. Why? He's doing alright damage at least, but again, Warrior just doesn't bring anything. For some reason, I never started playing BFA. I never got into it. Don't know why. I gotcha. I'd give it a try, man. 8.1's coming out. It's gonna be a great time to play for sure. Really, really a great expansion if you like Legion at all, if you ask me.
Beware. Damaging this unit violates the terms.
Finally got a Prot Warrior up to 365. I must say, people who complain about them are just plain crazy. I agree. Yep. Prot is extremely fun to play, and it's really not that weak either. It's definitely, it's definitely not the strongest tank in the game, but it's definitely not as weak as people are making it sound. People like exaggerate so much about this game. It's such a shame, man. It's like nobody's able to just be like rational about it. It's like, all right, so just because it's the worst tank for 5-man, does that mean that they're unplayable? That's what people seem to think. It's like, all right, well, they're so bad that you can't play them. It's like, did you play Classic? I have to feel like these people just didn't play Classic, right? Like, that must be the case. That's the only option, right? It's like they did not actually play a version of the game where things were actually unplayably bad. You know what I mean? Like where design was so bad that you had absolutely zero balance. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think about 8.1? I think it's going to probably go down as my favorite patch ever. The amount of stuff that they're adding that I'm excited for is insane, honestly. If you want to try BFA, don't visit Reddit. Yeah, sad. Sad but true. People just are very, I don't know, overly critical for what I can determine as very little reason. I mean, there was somebody arguing about flying the other day. It's like talking about unsubbing because of no flying. It's like, dude, if you're gonna not play this video game because travel, then you do not like this game. I don't know what to tell you. So please stop talking about it. You're making it so much harder for people who actually like the game to have a conversation about it. It's just such a shame. Shit like that. It's just so pointless. Anyway, I mean, I bought 2 collector's editions, but maybe I don't have time anymore. Why not? I have plenty of time, I'm sure. Prot Warrior can do something no other tank can as well. AoE burst DPS. I don't know where you get these like weird fixations with certain things, but a lot of tanks can do good AoE burst DPS. Blood DK being one of them. Mythic Plus saved WoW for me. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I would get bored on non-raid nights too. And that's why I wanted to do things like leveling challenges and shit, but now that Mythic Plus is in the game, it's like there's just so much to do, I can't do it all. Seems like people are making up dumb excuses now to ride the hate train. That's exactly what they're doing. They're letting other people's opinions influence their own more than they should. And they're like, all right, well, I don't like BFA, but I don't know why. So let's find out. Let's make up a reason, basically. It's like, yeah, okay. Or you can just have your own opinion, like an adult in 2018 might. Anyway, that's baseline or with Azerite trades? What is... wait, they did it make it a lot easier, add flying points, yep. Can they do 80k AoE DPS though? Probably, to be honest, yeah. If I had full DPS focus, I wouldn't be surprised at all. You underestimate how hard Blood Boil hits with Dancing Rune Weapon up. Especially if I had 3 Eternal Rune Weapon traits, Bone Storm and double Blood Boil, I mean look, I just hit 40k on that, like what the fuck? On 4 mobs, and I didn't even pot. University had placements where I was teaching 5 days a week and planning lessons. Now I have no interest for some reason. Gotcha. Well, I'd give it a try. I would recommend it for sure. Yeah, double Blood Boil plus Bone Storm. If I had 3 Dancing Rune Weapon traits, whatever they're called, I would definitely do like well north of 60k DPS with all of that up. But it doesn't last long, obviously. Prot Warrior definitely does more damage, though. Don't get it twisted. But just this like weird. I don't know, I feel like you have these like weird obsessions with things that are not really that logical. Or more so, it's incomplete logic. Not wrong to say Prot Warrior does great AoE, but really, you know, Vengeance and Prot Pally and Blood DK, they all do great AoE as well. I can conceivably believe that Prot Pally or Prot Warrior is the best stuff for sure. Check the video and you'll see what I mean. It's not really gonna change my opinion on the topic, dude. I don't know if you know, how is Resto Shaman at the moment? I really like Resto. They bring an immense amount of utility, which is really nice.
5,
But
4, 3,
they're weak in some ways.
2, 1.
I always do that. That's my mistake for sure. We gotta stop doing that. Grip them together, and now slow. Perfect. Anyway, and Pathfinder, you'll get all the flight points for 8.1s. Yeah, that's true. Well, I think you would have to have had them first, right? Is that how it works? Anyway, I heard Mistweaver is doing well. Yeah, they're really really strong healer right now in all types of content. I think they're probably like universally the best in all 3 major areas of content. I don't know a lot about PvP though. The Hunter's pet is Glorious. Glorious, why? Mistweaver, my favorite healer class to play. Sweet. Hands-on. Sweet. Hands-on. Just Census constantly does more AoE damage than most DPSs. I don't think that being the case. I don't think that being the case for any other tank. Actually, well, you'd have to actually have to want to compare it. You know, not just make the assertion that because one person is doing it that it's objectively that way for everybody. But yeah, I don't know. Prot Warrior seems like they do a lot of damage. It's cool. I'm excited for that. You know, I'm excited to see Warriors place in that mark in the future as well. Now that they're going to be even better defensively. Alright, Metro, gotta work tonight. Have to get some sleep. Alright, see you, man. Good luck. I mean, I have to cook for 13 people. So much. Oh, hi, Metro. Hey, what's up? So much work. Plus, I got to work that evening. Alright. Sorry to hear all that. What else? The game isn't perfect, but it's, yeah, exactly. There's things that could be better in BFA, and a lot of them are getting better in 8.1. So it does definitely feel like it's all casuals though who quit. Honestly, I'm sure there's serious players. I know a few of them, but to be honest, it's like serious players, quote unquote. I don't know. But yeah, like it doesn't really feel like. I don't know. Mythic Plus feels extremely active. There's a lot of players doing all different types of things, so I'd be surprised. Black Friday sucks butt. Just stumbled on your stream. Your positivity is refreshing. I'm glad to hear that. I try my best to not be a complete narcissist or whatever you can. Not narcissist, obviously, but a complete like naysayer all the time. Anyway, there's not perfect if there's no Zandalari. That's true. Zandalari is gonna be awesome, but that won't come for a while. I've been playing Destiny 2 a lot. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Destiny 2. My buddy plays Destiny 2 like as his main game. Your shilling is refreshing. Thanks, man. Your lack of a cognitive opinion is impressive. Why can't people just cyber shop? Yeah. Well, you work at like a retail store or something? I want to go to Black Friday, but I don't really want to go on Friday. So I might try to go up after work on Wednesday. I'm not sure how sales work like that. I assume they're there the whole time now, but if not, I don't know what I'll do. Ross stores? Why is Grievous so imbalanced with bosses? Just because they do so much damage to people. Don't people literally die in Black Friday? Sometimes, but I mean, people literally die crossing the street every day. It doesn't mean that's going to happen frequently. There's too much RNG on gear, but Classic is still better. Yeah, exactly. Where like 95% of the gear that drops in Classic doesn't even have stats that you would ever want as the spec that would wear it. So, yeah. Is Blood DK the best solo class? I would say it's Vengeance, yeah. But I haven't tested it this expansion, so I don't know for sure. Last expansion, I definitely would have said Blood, or I definitely would have said Vengeance because they just did so much damage. They had so much CC, and they didn't have as much self healing as Blood DK, and they don't this expansion either. But they didn't need it because they brought things that were more valuable, you know. Today's another great day for our org death night. How's the group going? It's going well so far, to be honest. This is a very easy key, though, compared to what I would normally do. Jesus Christ. Anyway, hey, just got home from work. Basic gaming, how's it going? Going all right. Not great, to be honest. We have yet to complete a key. We've yet to enter a key, actually, until... Well, we did enter one, and it disbanded on the first boss. Then we did not. We joined 2 more groups, and they did not begin. So, that didn't help. Hey man, Koth, what's up buddy, how's it going? Those are stupid people that will trample anyone to just get the TV they want. Well, it's like it's not even like that anymore, right? Like, you can get these deals for more than one day, so people don't need to kill each other for these things. That's how it used to be, right? Like, it literally used to only be Friday, and if you did not get it on Friday, then you would never get it. But it's like, it's not like that anymore. That warrior is struggling. All warriors are struggling. Warrior's in a very bad place right now. DPS warrior, that is. What else? It's really sad when Blizzard, Activision hate boners call defending a game that is actually good chilling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're not able to have your own opinion, basically. That's the way I look at it. Anybody who insults me instead of my, like, you know what I mean? If you can't actually come up with a counterpoint, then you're not very smart, to be honest. You don't actually have a stake in the argument, and that's fine. You don't have to, but just stay out of it then if it's going to be like that. No reason to embarrass yourself by basically insulting the person instead of the opinion. I saw driving home last night, people already camping out at Best Buy. Yeah, I want to go up, but it's like, why would they camp out? They're open, right? So I don't know. I think people are just there. I want to go up this week, but I have a feeling I've missed my chance to get what I wanted to get. Definitely do not want to kill us first. They have a lot of health. Anyway, actually no, it's a good idea because then everything will die evenly with AoE. I think I wanted to play Zandalari Race, but I don't want to wait to play it. Well, you're gonna have to. There's no options. It's not coming out for another couple months. They allow it. It's just like, why? So are the deals not started yet? So if I went up tomorrow after work, would the deals not have been started? Is that how it works? Maybe that's how it works. I thought, like, because they have all these deals listed in their circular, I thought that they were already up. Like, you can go there now if you wanted to. But I guess not.
Five, 4, 3.
Just take him over here for now.
1.
I don't know why I have this like weird fixation with grabbing it and taking it to the right side, but this side is definitely better because it's got a little bit more surface area. I wish Black Friday was more serious in Australia. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, we went to like proper Black Friday when it was just Friday, and if you didn't get there Friday, that was it. When I was in when I was a junior in high school, and it was honestly the most fun I've ever had. It was like insanely fun. There was so many people we knew there as well. It was insane. We were all like chanting and screaming, and like it was nuts. It was such a crazy atmosphere. But I didn't actually want to buy anything. I literally didn't want to buy anything. I just went there to just hang out, and it was really fun. I wish people took Mythic Plus seriously like they do Black Friday. Yeah, me too. No, not till Thursday evening. Really? Fuck. I was hoping to go up there early and buy it. I don't know about that though, because here, let me see if I can get this up while we do this. Check that deal out. It says I can get it now. That's got to be a Black Friday deal, right? Or maybe not though, because it says no. Want it today? Pick it up. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Black Friday 2017. Man in bear costume arrested for tearing apart tents at Black Friday camp. Wow, seriously? That's pretty funny. Demon Hunter DPS is so strong. This week they can sustain themselves or leech. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Is it really still that way with leech? I don't know. I know it was that way in Legion, but I feel like it can't possibly be that way still. Why was it so? What? It's because they have meta so frequently. Is that why? It's not leech itself. It's just meta, right? My husband and our friends are going out. Here, so you see that. Rip. Anyway, I'm so heckin' hungry, but it's 3 a.m. There's no Uber Eats. Gotcha. My husband and our friends are going out. What we were aiming for this year is a Google Mini and new Xbox. Sweet. Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I would check out the Nintendo Switch emulator. These people who are making this Nintendo Switch emulator are insane. They've basically turned it into not a thing to like a thing that runs pretty much every game very like suboptimally, but at least they run within like 3 months of work. So by the spring, it might run like every single game. I don't even know what to expect, honestly. They have 50% leech from metas up. Nice. That's cool. You will enjoy that, and that is a good price for that unit. Yeah, exactly. I really like to get one, but I don't know if I can. I'm not sure how the sales work, honestly. I might just order it online, I guess. I'd really like to. It just feels like, you know, if you're gonna shop Black Friday, that would just get it in your hands. Hey, Tokes, man, I feel like I just won the lottery. Oh, you get something good from your cash or what? Demon Hunter is a talent that gives 10% base leech. Ah, interesting. That's cool. How did that guy die? The bomb one-shot him? I find that hard to believe. Oh, no, Lo. I got a shit trinket, but I got a sweet... Oh, why? What happened? I figured it was in-game. Why? What happened? Yeah, just order it online and you can pick it up at the store. That is an easy way to control the price. It's true, but the problem I'm having is... I was looking at this before. It's like, it doesn't have my store as a listed place that I can pick it up for, and I'm not sure why that is. I just got a $2,100 grant. Oh, a grant for what? A grant. What is that for? Oh, you mean like a loan, I guess, right? Or whatever? Or what? I'm not sure. All I know is like a grant would be like if you're doing research and you get it funded or something for school. So a loan, is that what it is? I got some terrible groups this past week. One healer and an 8. And a +8 says first time healing. We should be fine. That's funny. That would be me. It would be funny to do that. Like, literally, imagine, I'm eventually going to do a 5-man as a damage dealer. And it will actually be my first time ever doing a 5-man as a damage dealer. How nuts will that be? No, not a loan. A grant. Free money. Oh, wow. That's interesting. How does that work? A loan you have to pay back. A grant is literally free money. I've never heard of something like that before. Isn't that just a scholarship, or what? How did you get it? Oh, well, that is unfortunate. They do not list a store for pickup. Sounds like shipping to you is the best way. Well, they do. It's just not my store, so it makes me think that they're sold out at my store already. I don't know, though. Demon Hunter DPS makes all other melee except rogue obsolete. All right. Colleges can give out grants. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I've never experienced that. That's neat. Oh, congratulations, man. I don't remember applying for it. Oh, what the hell? All right. Well, congratulations, man. You deserve it. Alright, so we're perfect on count. No problems here. Good excuse to take a ride? Yeah, I would like to go up after work. We'll see, though. It's just, I don't know if I should rush home and try to stream before I go out on Wednesday night. I just don't know. I feel bad not streaming, but I could use that time to make videos instead. Maybe that's a better Because it would be like it would be a pretty short stream anyway, realistically. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Having to work is sucky. The guy I normally work with was like almost gonna cancel the day out. He actually did. He canceled the day, and I was like, oh shit, no work, hype. And then he was like, later I looked at the schedule and it was filled again. I'm like, wait, and it was all new people. I'm like, wait, what the fuck happened on Wednesday? And he's like, yeah, I was gonna cancel it, but my doctor's appointment got moved, so I'm not gonna cancel anymore. I refilled the schedule. I was like, you fucking son of a bitch. You managed to get a full day of brand new people in one day? What the fuck? How nuts is that?
5, 4, 3, 2.
But anyway.
1.
Most grants from schools are based on academic performance. Oh, that's cool. Congrats, man. You're a star. You're an all-star at academic, I guess. My university gave me only 1,000 grants for half a year in Spain. Sweet. That's kind of what my brother said. He said he's known schools doing shit. I've never heard of it. Yeah, I never heard of that either. I definitely did not get any free money when I went to school. In fact, ironically, one of my buddies got reimbursed for some. Let me tell this story. This is actually a great story. So this is where I started to realize that I hated college. My buddy, I don't exactly remember the circumstances, but the school said that they overcharged him for some reason. Okay. They gave him back $2,500. So, you know, similar to the situation you're in, although maybe it's a little easier to say that this was stupid on his part. But regardless, he got free money. You know how good that feels, right? I just got a fucking check for $2,500 for no reason. This is so hype, right? So he went out and bought a new engine. He's like a big car guy, right? He bought a brand new engine, $2,000 engine for a car, okay? This was Friday. He got the money Thursday, went and bought the part Friday. Then Monday, he came back to school and they're like, unfortunately, Matt, the process that we went through to give you that money was made in error. We will need you to return the money if you want to continue being a student here. So he had to like get a second job just to get that money back. He was working at like 5 a.m. We lived in the same building. He would wake up, like I would be like just going to sleep. I used to go to sleep at like 3 a.m. because I was playing WoW all night. He would wake up. I was still asleep. I was still awake, and he would be waking up to go to work. He would be going to work at like 3 a.m. just so he could work. He could work like 4 or 5 hours before his first class, then go to class, and then work again after class, just so he could pay that money back. And I was like, you know, if that happened to me, I'd probably like, all right, well, I'm just done here then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're fucking so incompetent that your school is going to make a mistake like this, and you're not just going to eat that mistake, then I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be involved in an organization that's this poorly ran. You know what I mean? Like, how embarrassing. Like, it's just, I don't know. What did you go to college for? I got a bachelor's of science in biology with a minor in chemistry, and then I went to get my master's in biotechnology. First time viewer, Rob, what's up, buddy? Love the stream so far. Is Mage fun and vanilla? No. Sounds like Penn State. It was actually Wilkes University, but not too far away from Penn State. But yeah, it's just really ridiculous. The fact that they would do that. It's like you clearly have no concern, like other than like your only concern is money. That's it. You know what I mean? If your departments are gonna make mistakes like that, and then demand the money back, or like threaten to kick the person out because they haven't paid the right amount, it's like, come on, dude. Just you make $1 billion a year, man. Let's eat that mistake. You're the one who made it. It's so silly. Anyway, schools are businesses, sadly. They shouldn't be, is my point. But yeah. Metro got a bachelor's degree in making fun of people and a master's in trolling. Yeah. And a minor in blood decay. I would always ask that what with that money is there for. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a little different because he spent it very foolishly. I would have been in the same way. If I got $2,000, let me put it this way. If somebody right now donated $2,000 to me, I would never touch that money. I would never even fucking consider touching that money because I know as soon as I did, something bad would happen. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just not worth it. I do not deserve a check with $2,500 on it. It's just, I don't deserve it. You know what I mean? So I'm not even going to think about spending that until like years have passed, until I'm sure it's mine. You know what I mean? What in the chest? I got a very good item, actual and upgrade for the first time. So anyway, for real, chargebacks are rough. Yeah, exactly. But what else? Metro, did you guys get to try the PTR yet? I haven't been on there, but Tagor said he was, and he did not get a key from his weekly chest. I guess there was no weekly chest in general, and he got a 2 only from when he did a 0 again, so we'll have to go on there and try to push it if that's the case. But yeah, I'm going to log on there after the stream, after we're done doing 5-mans today, so we'll see. What else? Under Rod 13? It's going to be a tough one with the, whatever, with Grievous. I will give it a try. I don't know, I just don't expect to complete many dungeons this week, but I'd still like to do higher keys, relatively higher keys. It's unlikely to find 14s, I guess. Stick with 13s. Anyway, having a guy like you to watch for and learn from makes me play WoW more fun for me. Thank you for the channel. Hey, my pleasure, John. Thank you for your support. Having a guy like you to watch and, you know, even indirectly support the channel makes it possible for me to do this. So it's a win-win for both of us. And if we have a good December, we will see where we're at. We might be able to think about doing this full time starting in the spring there, but I need a new guild. Resto or Bear. Unfortunately, we only need damage healers. But if you can do Bombkin, let me know. Definitely could use some more ranged damage healers.
And which lower do you bargain with?
I felt like that about my Grant yesterday, so I spent 45 minutes on the phone. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what he should have did, right? That's what he should have did. So it's easy to say like, oh well, it really is his fault. He shouldn't have done what he did. But still, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you care about your students here at all? Like, you made a ridiculous mistake. It's 100% your fault. And now you're going to threaten to expel the kid because he can't pay it back when you're asking for it back. It's like, at least, like, you know what I mean? Like, he basically had to, like, he had to take out a loan to pay that back and then pay off that loan by getting a second job. It's just so ridiculous, man. I was like, I didn't really know him that well at that point. We had become really close friends the following semester, but I remember him I remember going, like, I was literally in the bathroom and he would always walk in on me because, like, at 3 a.m. I would assume nobody else in the building was going to be using the bathrooms that were there. So I would just, like, leave it. Sometimes I wouldn't even close the door. I would just go in there. Like, I was just brushing my teeth. I wasn't doing anything, you know. I'd just go in there, brush my teeth, and I would just leave the door open because I figured nobody else is going to be, you know what I mean? Like, everybody else is asleep. I'm the only fucking idiot up at 3:30 a.m. because I'm playing WoW all night, you know? And he would always walk in, like, almost every night. He would, like, the first few times, obviously, we got conditioned eventually, but it was like, you know, he would, like, just bang open the door and he would see me in there. It's like, oh, sorry, man. I'm like, hey, man, didn't know you were up. He's like, yeah, got to get up to go to work or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, all right. And then, like, I got to be good friends with him the following semester, and he told me the full story. I was like, wow, that's pretty nuts. I couldn't believe it happened. All right, so we're looking for big D's only. This is a good point. I mean, this is a week where you do need good damage healers. At Stockton, I couldn't play WoW until the weekends. The internet was so terrible. Yeah, that was why I stayed up so late. The internet from like 1 p.m. to like 1 a.m. or not, more like 9. It was like late at night started to get better. But basically, like, the middle of the day, internet was horrible. But then at, like, you know, late at night, it would get really good. But the problem was every night at 3:30, the internet would kick every single person off and reset or something like that. I'm not sure. I guess it was for some reason, but I don't know why they did it. So I would always just play until that knocked me off and then be like, all right, it's time to go to bed now. You know? I was actually doing something really stupid at that point. I was, like, trying to... I thought that I could, like, condition my body to not need as much sleep. So I would literally just, I would, like, plan on getting 4 hours of sleep a night. That was it. I would set an alarm every night for 7:30 because I had class at 8. So I would stay up till 3:30, wake up at 7:30 every single night. And it worked pretty well for, like, the first few weeks. But then at one point, I just remember somebody banging on my door and be like, dude, are you coming to test today? You gotta go to class. And I'm like, what time is it? And they're like, it's 9 o'clock. You already missed the fucking test, but he said he's willing to. I was like, oh shit. So I just completely slept in, like, even though the alarm was like, and I was just still sleeping. So I was like, all right, I guess it's not possible to just not need more than so much sleep. Anyway, it was not really just couldn't he ask for help? Really, what? I'm confused. What are we talking about? If you're talking about my friend that I was telling that story about, he did ask for help. They were going to expel him, and they granted him some kind of, like, payment system instead. I'm not exactly sure. He described it as a loan, but I don't think it was a private loan. I think it had something to do with the university. But regardless, it was like they gave him the option of paying it over time in some way instead of just... They're basically like, you have to give that money back right now. And he was like, I don't have the money anymore. I spent it. And they're like, all right, well, then you'll be expelled from the university. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, yes, you didn't pay for the... Like, basically... He didn't pay for the classes he just took, so they were considering that like stealing, or like they were gonna kick him out of the university for it. They're like, you pay it back, then you'll be able to stay. Basically, you pay the amount that you're supposed to have paid for these classes, and you can stay. As it was like well past the time to withdraw. It was like the last 2 months of the semester, so it was like you have to have paid up by then, you know, kind of thing. I don't know. It was really fucking squirrely, but anyway. So what do we think the best healer for Mythic Plus is? Blood DK, obviously. What do we think the best healer for Grievous is, besides Blood DK? I think maybe Mistweaver, huh? I feel like they have the strongest burst healing right now. I know Holy Paladin was the king of it last tier, but it doesn't feel like they are anymore. I'm not really... I guess because they can't guarantee their crits anymore. Holy Priest? You think Holy Priest, actually? I could see it. I mean, maybe. Easily Holy... You still think Holy Pally? I feel like Holy Pally, I'm not really sure what they lost, to be honest, but it seems like they lost something that they're not recovering very well from losing. I guess it was just, you know, the amount of crit that they would have had on their gear at the end of Legion, especially, but... Oh, there we go. Well, we brought a Holy Pally. I mean, to be fair, I do actually think you're right. Holy Pally is actually probably my pick, too, because they have Bop. Bop and Bubble for themselves. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Bop and Bubble for themselves is really a big deal, if you ask me, for Grievous. Fast Food Express, hi, what's up, buddy? Not definitely Mistweaver. Yeah, I think Mistweaver is a very good pick, but I do think Holy Pally is even better now that I think about it, because they could actually just straight up remove it with spells. With the change, perhaps Druid shouldn't be that bad. Druid is definitely better than they were last patch, but last expansion. But John, hey man, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Been having a good time with Mistweaver for a healer this week. Oh yeah, how many keys have you done so far? I've been pretty unlucky. The only key I completed was that one. Done 2 so far, damn. How are the new affixes? Very hard. Definitely considerably. Last week was tough, but this week's even harder. Alright, so we're filled up. It's a good comp. I think Holy Pally is good comp for this. Holy Pally is definitely going to be even better next year with or next patch. Next year as well, but next patch especially with the changes to Necrotic. IMO, the highest throughput healers are best for it. Mythic, yeah. See, I would tend to agree that the highest throughput healers are going to be very good for it, but then I remembered that Holy Pally, it doesn't even need, like, even if their throughput is a little weaker, they do still have very good burst healing, especially land hands in the kit. But they also have Bop, which just gets rid of it. So get rid of it and prevents it too. So that's nice. A lot of Holy Pally burst power was in their gear, tier gear, and artifact weapons. Tier gear, huh? I didn't realize that. Artifact weapon, yeah, it definitely makes sense. What changes to Necrotic? It's now physical instead of magic, so it can be removed with Bop. I know you answered this before, but what's better? 370 gear with... no, 385, sorry. 385 is always going to be better for tank. There's going to be some exceptions, I'm sure, but for me, I'm going to go 385 all day. The amount of strength and stamina you get is unrivaled, if you ask me. And there's not really any terrible traits. Like, out of one piece, it's not going to ever have 3 bad traits on it, you know? 3 unusable traits, let's put it that way. There's 1 or 2 traits out there that are really bad, but they're never going to be so bad that you don't want them, you know? Yeah, luckily I've gotten good Azerite pieces. I just need to get good item level pieces now, which won't probably happen until the pre-patch at this point. Need to get more gliders as well. Anyway, for DPS, better traits are definitely better than item level. Yeah, it's definitely easier to say that as DPS, right? Because the stamina is not giving you much value. But I will, again, disagree that stamina is 0 value for damage dealers. I think a lot of people don't realize how much an extra amount of health pool, especially that much, because it gives a lot of stamina. I think a lot of people don't realize how much extra HP will help damage dealers, especially in 5-mans and raiding. But yeah, realistically, if you're only worried about DPS, then obviously it's easier to say that for a damage dealer, you know, the traits might be more important. But what do you think about 50% stamina nerf? That's not actually happening. It's just a you're not understanding what's actually happening instead. 50% stamina nerf to the spell, but they're giving it baseline to blood. So it's actually a buff to the non-DK tank specs. The non-tank spec DPS. You know what I'm trying to say. Frost and Unholy are getting a stam buff, basically. So on my 370, I have Azerite Veins and Passive Visage and Eternal Rune Weapon. Yeah, that's the shoulders that I have, right? On the 385, it's like Bone Spike Graveyard and AMS buff. That would probably be a closer case. I don't know. That's a pretty bad piece, but still, I think the stam is just too valuable. I don't know. I have to have the piece myself to be sure. Yeah. So damage is reduced by armor, and apart from that, it will go on sucking, right, lol? Wait, what? So damage is reduced by armor. I don't understand. For DPS, better trait are definitely better than item level. We said that already. For Blood DK, I'd say eye level is best because their base kit is strong enough without any traits. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. But yeah, he might be right. Like getting the extra healing on, say, like a Prot Warrior might actually be more valuable than the extra stamina. I don't know though. I would have to test it myself to know for sure. Good morning, GIF. Sorry, I missed your comment. What else? That's everything, I guess. 0 since 2005. What was that in relation to? Oh. How do you feel about the... What the fuck? How do you feel about the hospital being the 49th mass shooting in America this year? I don't know anything about it, man. What hospital? I don't know how I missed that comment, but yeah, I have no idea. Don't know anything about it. If you ask me, all guns should not exist, though. I know it's not possible, but nobody should need a gun for anything. If 0 people on the planet had guns, everybody would be more skilled at combat as well. Dude, I can't get over this grant. I'm awesome, man. It's awesome, man. I'm glad that you're so excited. You deserve it. How would you test it? Run Mythic Plus and analyze? Yeah, just dozens of Mythic Plus with the different traits. That's basically what I've done with as Death Knight. Anyway, I haven't done any Mythic Plus this week because of raiding commitments, but tanked a couple of time walking dungeons. Oh, you mean last week? They were insanely difficult. Oh yeah. Oh, John, thanks, man. Support Metro, please. Hard to disagree.
Guard yourselves. Who knows what lurks?
Oh, hold on. Let's do this. How do you best necrotic? Just kite? You used to be able to do it pretty well. You used to be able to do it pretty well with AMS, but now you won't be able to. You'll have to rely on bops.
Beware.
Support Metro, please.
Thanks a lot, man. $5. I didn't do a single time walking last week, so I don't really know how it works. But yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Drop D&D and pop a light foot potion. What? Oh yeah, for kiting. Yeah. Healing some of those time walkings is worse than healing a 10. Oh, wow, really? I didn't get to do any, unfortunately. Hopefully this... I don't actually know where this maggot spawns. It's like right here?
3, 2, 1.
Guess we're about to find out. Yeah. Problem is slowing it. It's not
The
good.
blood trolls are scattered, but we must find
It
the
just
source
sucks.
of the
Like,
rot and destroy
by the
it.
time it even gets to us, it's
Beware.
Guard
pointless.
yourselves. Who knows what lurks in these caves?
Anyway, oh crap, Metro want to take my guns away. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think anybody should need them. Like,
Beware.
they're used so fiercely. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like they're almost never used well. Like even in like hunting situations, like you really need a gun to kill that fucking deer. You know what I mean? You can't use a bow for that. I don't know. I just think everybody would be better off. Everybody would be better off if there would if guns were never invented. But obviously that's impossible to go back on now, so I definitely don't think like changing gun laws in the United States would change anything about this whole situation though. Yeah, let's go. It's gonna be very difficult to get by these packs. Good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the glory of the Hoon!
We both just use drums, rip. Hold on, let's let me focus on this fight because this fight is extremely dangerous. And we'll read the comments.
Beware.
Goon be everywhere!
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Alright. See what happens here.
Beware.
Looks like we'll have the damage for sure. I literally see bears every day. So you think you should go outside in Alaska without a gun? I think everybody would be better off if you didn't have, if guns were never invented.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Oh, the boss is so low though. Holy shit. Fuck. It's probably better to just kill the boss here. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh boy, this is gonna be real rough. But yeah, we did it. Damn. I'm surprised we survived that. Anyway, you should drop D&D at 5 seconds, not 2 seconds. Why? Oh, so the slow doesn't last? Yeah, that's probably a good point, actually. Blood Bolt is terrible? Yeah, it's really tough. Don't worry until Bear gets a buff. Shouldn't need guns. That's funny. Do you see it? Hello?
Beware. Beware.
Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if the place is so dangerous that you don't feel like you could live in it without having a gun, then you probably shouldn't live there, right? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say. What else?
Beware.
Oh, wait, this week's Tyrannical Bolstering Grievous, correct, yes. It's less of me trying to kill it versus me trying to scare it off to defend myself, gotcha.
Beware.
Just saying, I agree with you if you're talking about 95% of... Yeah, exactly. That, yeah, maybe in the wilderness, like, that exception could be made, but still. It's like, you don't need to have a gun in Chicago, you're right. There's nothing in the city that you would ever need a gun for, so... And there's no way, like I said, there's no way to prevent people from having it. It's impossible, so... I'm just saying that I think everybody on the planet would be better off if guns were never invented. They're way too fucking... It's just way too easy to do what you're trying to do with them. You don't have to have any skill whatsoever to kill somebody with a gun. Whereas if you actually, like, if these mass... You know what I mean? Like, think about this. You never hear anybody with a fucking bow or a knife. You know what I mean? You never hear somebody kill like 40 people with a knife. You know what I mean? Because it takes too much. It would take way too much skill to do that. These people are not skilled. They're just insane. So like, if you took that away from them, if you took their overpowered ability away from them, then they would, even if they did try to kill people, they'd kill like one person. You know what I mean? Before like somebody stopped them. Anyway, that's moot point. It doesn't help. I know. Wait, that excludes like a ton of the world though.
Beware.
Wait, what are we talking about? Good to see you back in action, Frank Drebin. Glad to be back in action. There was a guy in China that killed 36 people in a square with a knife. Well, he was probably very skilled with a knife then, you know what I mean? But like on average, you're gonna be able to kill way more people with a gun, right?
Beware.
Guns shouldn't exist, just a valid opinion, but it doesn't. Yeah, obviously, it's not realistic. I'm just saying, I think, like, it's not something that will solve a problem. It's just something that I think would be, I don't know. I think it would be the way, like, if everybody, if somehow everybody could agree to just never make a gun again, which is never, ever gonna happen. But like, if that was possible, you know what I mean? Like, if you could hot fix guns, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, just remove them from the game of IRL. Then I think the game would be better. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't really have an opinion, just thought you might enjoy the knife fact. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't realize that, to be honest. Ah, fuck. Missed your opportunity there. Are we gonna get both of them? Nope.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
That's regrettable.
Beware.
Okay, now we have to stop the spawns from happening, which is not happening either. Okay. And these guys are not ready for the Sundering at all, huh? Anyway, did you see the patch notes for IRL 29.19? Yeah, exactly. Ironically, someone with a gun took him out. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, you know, in the actual realism of the world, a skilled defender with a gun is going to be way more potent than an insane idiot with a gun. So that is, you know, what we should probably be advocating for. But realistically, it's I just can't get over how easy it is for these idiots, like literally mentally insane people. You know what I mean? Can just kill dozens of people at a time with a fucking gun. It's like, okay, this is, you know, from playing WoW so much, it's like, all right, this is just overpowered. It needs to be nerfed. You know what I mean? That's my initial inclination, which is obviously a juvenile inclination, but it's like, it's just, that's how it is. It's like, guns are just way too fucking overpowered, honestly. They can do way too much damage in way too short of a period without any real, like, need to be skilled at it. If everybody used actual, like, melee weapons, IRL, or even, like, you know, a more modified range weapon like a bow or something, it would be a lot, like, you know, these people who are killing all these, trying to kill all these people, they would be a lot more unsuccessful, more frequently unsuccessful, let's put it that way. Guns have too much DPS and utility. Yeah, exactly. It's a stupid juvenile way to describe it, but I do think like there is some way to make that into a real argument in the real world. I'm just not smart enough for that. Bring back ammo bags, that would help, sure. Let's be real though, it'd be a ton more badass to see your friend neighborhood Legolas. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, dude. It would be like, you know what I mean? If somebody, like, it's so fucking juvenile to say this shit, but if somebody killed like 25 people with a bow, I would be like, God damn, that dude's a legend. You know, like, it's so fucking stupid to say that, especially on a live stream. But it's like for real, you know what I mean? Like, it would be way more impressive. Like, it would be like, God damn, that guy is actually like a skilled archer. Like, God damn. How could we stop these skilled archers from killing all these people? You know what I mean? Like, instead of like, how can we stop these mentally insane children from killing all these people? You know what I mean? I don't know. He earned those kills. Like, you'd have to give it to him, right? As stupid as it is to say that, like, you'd have to give it to him. Like, goddamn, that dude, he did some fucking work, man. I don't know. Anyway, insane people are not able to get a gun in many countries. That's the thing. They're not able to get a gun in this country either. They just, there's no way to prove that they're insane until it happens. This is the most relatable gamer combo. He unlocked prison kill streak. Anyway, I agree. Okay, hold on. Let's read that. I agree with restricting irresponsible or criminals from having guns. Additionally, mentally ill, but a lot of people who are responsible using guns. Yeah, it's just like I said. They don't. The people who are responsible, they don't need them. Like, if you want to hunt, wouldn't you want hunting to actually be a challenge? Why do you need a gun for that? That's the way I look at it. Like, if I was gonna hunt, I would not. But again, you guys know how I play WoW. I make all these challenges for myself. So, if I was ever gonna hunt, I would never use a gun. It's too easy. You know what I mean? Make it hard on yourself if you're gonna make it hard. I mean, I watch these people literally just. They just sit there and just. They've never like done anything that would even remotely be classified as hunting outside of 2018, and yet they claim that they kill all these animals. It's like, you've never been hunting. Haha, no, that's true. But still, it's like I would definitely want it to be as challenging as it can be, and using a gun like that, like I said, I've seen all of these documentaries and stuff where these people literally just go to these areas where animals are just sitting ducks for them, and they just pull a trigger and they're like, I'm a hunter. It's like, are you? Is that really hunting? I don't know. Metro would challenge a bear with a pocket knife. That would be hunting, you know what I mean? Kill an animal with like actual real combat, and then we could talk, you know? I don't know. That's the way I feel about it, at least. But, again, it's not completely unrealistic. I don't know why we were talking about it. Never gonna happen, so it's no point in bringing it up. It's like going to Outland, killing low levels. Yeah. That's not hunting. That's called farming. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But people spend like millions of dollars a year on quote unquote hunting like that, you know? So I think the whole game situation would be better off without that being a possibility. You wouldn't be able to do that with a bow, or especially not a melee weapon. You can't just have like a fucking animal in a pen basically out there and have them pull the trigger of a gun and kill it in one global. Makara or GTFO? Yeah, I mean, I could agree. Alright, that's a lot of little mobs there. Focus on the dungeon, guys. Yeah, sorry, Chris. Got into this weird topic that the guy who asked it, I don't even think he's even here anymore, but this weird topic has some weird ideas on it, let's put it that way. I remember why. Went on maneuvers and came back with some strange ideas. That's how I feel about this topic, honestly. Not doing a great job of these ticks, but luckily our healer's up to the challenge. This could have been really hard. They would have to deal with real life GCD changes though, yep. But those are idiots. They aren't hunters, so why would that logic have to apply to them? I don't even like hunting for sport. I just think that that's just a waste. Because it doesn't matter. They are hunters. They think they are, so. I mean, realistically, most people who hunt do not actually do anything that would be considered hunting. If you had to do this shit, you know, 100 years ago without all the modern tech that you have, you would never be able to do what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. So I really don't understand the whole purpose of it. You track your unholy strength proc to do anything specific. Yes, to burst higher. You want to wait, if you're using a blood drinker, you want to wait until it procs on the pull if you can, ideally to use it, maximize your DPS with it. Oh shit, early EU stream. Yeah, I stream all the time this time. This is my normal time. Could you imagine IRL GCD changes every time you use a bullet? Yeah, it'd be tough for sure. Metro confirms dwarf hunters, not real hunters. I'm here to see Metro and his skill. Here now someone ruined it with a gun topic. No, I mean this is what we do on stream. We talk about all these different topics, so definitely wouldn't say anything was ruined, but fuck. It's awkward. Alright, some good targeting. Saved is there. Where can we go to complain about the lack of content in real life? There's probably a forum. It's called Reddit, actually, isn't it? Low at IRL GCD changes, yeah. There's a difference between hunting for the lulz and hunting to fill up your freezer for the winter. Yep, if people actually do that, then more power to them, but I feel like 99% of the people who hunt, quote unquote, do not do it for that reason. I know many people around me who like brag about hunting and they don't even eat the meat.
What manner of creature is this? It must not be allowed.
At your local bar, yeah, that's true.
Destroy it now.
What else? You have a druid and demon hunter? Somehow there were so many ticks. Yeah, I'm not. Oh shit. I'm not really sure how we messed that up so bad, to be honest. Do people even hunt for food these days? I know a lot of them, but not around me. That's for sure. In fact, one of my co-workers, her husband is like apparently a huge hunter. My dad actually works with him, and I work with his wife. And my dad's like, I can't fucking stand this guy. All he talks about is hunting. Every conversation is hunting. And I'm like, oh shit. So when I was like, you know, I wanted to learn more about like gamey animal meat, and I was like, you know, I was trying to eat healthier and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ask him if he can give me some of his meat. So I asked his wife to ask him if she could give me some of the meat. I would buy it or whatever. I'd pay for it. And she's like, he doesn't keep the meat.
Beware.
I'm like, what? Are you serious? He like, that's all he does is brag about hunting, and he doesn't even like eat the meat. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what would World Quest equivalent be IRL? Question. You found any people here for the PTR run? Yeah, I think we got a group. I'm not sure though. We'll see. I don't know when it's gonna be either. That's the problem. Maybe we could fit it in. So maybe the best option is to just definitely not stream tomorrow and maybe try to get that done instead, or maybe we just stream that for a little bit. It's like wouldn't be a full stream. I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm about to die, so yeah, I probably should not do this anymore. Wildlife population control is fine, even though I don't like it. I just don't want to see wildlife wasted or disrespected. Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying people like, I think a lot of people, I don't know why we're even talking about this topic. Move on, let's move on. What's everybody's favorite chain restaurant? Can I get bopped off? I guess he laying hands me or something? I don't know. Maybe he bopped me already. That's unfortunate.
Beware.
And Grievous is, look at how much damage Grievous is doing. Remind me after this dungeon, I want to check how much damage Grievous did. It's definitely going to be #1 overall, obviously, but... I guess we're going to need this, huh? I don't know what we need now for count. Anyway, oh, you guys are actually answering that question. That's funny. Holy Pally weak? Yeah, it's just, Grievous is just really hard. It does a lot of damage. Anyway, this Holy Pally is pretty good. Yeah, actually, he's playing very well.
Beware. Massive breach detected.
Just curious, is it more beneficial for you to stream on YouTube? Yes, definitely, 100% more beneficial. Twitch is never going to promote me at all, so I'll never have any real viewership on Twitch. And I'm already partnered on YouTube, quote unquote. Like, I already monetize, everything's fully monetizable. Although they did change that on Twitch with the affiliate situation, but it's like, yeah, just a way better situation on YouTube. The best thing about it is the VODs are already like, oops. I gripped a critter, what the fuck? Anyway, The best, that's funny. The best thing about YouTube is that all the VODs go up as separate videos and they get separately monetized, so that's really nice. They just nerfed Grievous? I think it's the opposite. I'd say they buffed it. I mean, they make it easier to deal with, but once it's out of control, it's a lot harder. 2% per tick, stacking 5 times is ridiculous, so. Anyway, this content is violence, though. It should be demonetized. Nice. They just, okay, we read that. What else? Red Lobster, you guys all answered that question. That's fine. It's 1.5 to 2%, but it takes double the time to stack. Again, it's a big nerf in how you deal with it, but once you have 5 stacks, it's a big buff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had 5 stacks there, so it doesn't really matter how long it took us to get to that point. It happened anyway, and maybe that's our fault, but regardless, it's like, let's kill this now. But regardless, it's like, it's still, like, I was getting my ass kicked there. I agree, Bloody Kids leeching out their victim is too violence. What's your realm right now? I am on Fire Tree Horde US. Kill a mob. What the hell's taking so long? We need a lot of count here. I don't know what this is going to look like. Are you going to do a review of Azerite armor in the PTR for each dungeon? I already did. I didn't do it for the 5th ring yet, but yeah, I have a guide on what to buy first, basically.
Beware.
So, yeah, definitely check that out. It'll be live this week for sure. Or maybe just an overview of what you think of the bet. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. There's a video on which to buy first, basically. And I gave some other opinions about Azerite gear while we were making the video. And then eventually I will make a video on what the 5th ring changes for each item as well. But I don't know when that's going to actually happen, so we'll wait and see. Ah, thanks, I will. Sweet, yeah, that'll be live this week. Qdoba or Chipotle? Neither. I don't really eat shit like that. Metro, the secret frost resist underrot is to get all the packs with skeletons. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna need a ton, yeah. So we go that way, I guess. We should have gotten the pack earlier, yeah. That was stupid to skip that. Is there a reason why you don't stream on Twitch anymore? Yeah, I literally just explained it. Twitch does nothing to promote the partner, so I would never really have any views. Now, I used to stream on both, if that's what you're asking. And the reason I stopped is because people were just like watching on Twitch instead of YouTube, and it was just obviously harming the stream there, so I wasn't getting any value of streaming on, like I was never ever gonna actually get new viewers on Twitch, and the old viewers on YouTube were choosing to watch on Twitch instead, so it was just kind of hurting the whole stream. Skeleton packs are the most efficient. Yeah, it seems that way. We definitely should have got that pack earlier. What's your eye level? I am 385. Welcome. You don't have to be sorry. Glad to have new people, that's for sure.
Beware.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I miss Twitch. Yeah, I know you do. That's one of the problems, unfortunately. Okay, is this gonna be enough? I'm not sure what we still have left here.
Planetary infection imminent.
It's not a huge deal. The stream content is still the same. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Beware.
Anyway, YouTube suggestion is how I got here. Sweet. Yeah, I'm glad that it's actually working in my favor again. So let's see. I miss the old Twitch, not whatever it is now. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't want anything to do with Twitch, to be honest. It used to be like a place that I had a lot of respect for, but every time I watch a Twitch stream now, it just feels like I have no purpose there anymore. Doesn't feel like I'm somebody who fits in there, honestly. Just a bunch of kids just using emotes instead of words.
Beware.
Yeah, we only need one more mob anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Trust the algorithm, yeah. We had some problems with it these last few weeks, but it looks like it's getting back to where we want it. Anyway, now on Twitch front page, all the cringy Fortnite Danish streamers are screaming in my ears. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. I guess part of the reason it's like that is Fortnite's popularity, but...
Beware.
Anyway, what else? Probably need one more worm. Yeah, it would have been nice to just have the worm, but... Unfortunately, we didn't do that. You don't have to kill those. You can just run. Froster and Holy, do you think, for what? I don't play DPS spec, so I have no idea. I'd like to try it at some point, but it's probably not going to be on my death knight. I might try Ellie. Especially if there are Ellie changes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Especially if there are Ellie changes coming. I wouldn't mind trying it. I'd really like to gear my shaman.
Beware.
Anything good from your chest? Yes, I did actually. I got a great piece on both my shaman and my DK. I got a shield on my shaman, which was a 35 item level upgrade. And I also got a... what is it? I got 390 gloves on my death knight, so that's nice. Yeah, bait it behind us. That's smart.
Cleansing area. Beware. Purge protocols engaged.
Oh, why is he attacking this one? Jesus Christ. Of course, the one I grip is the one that he attacks.
Beware. Cleansing area.
Yeah, Grievous is just so rough on this fight, honestly.
Beware. Cleansing area. Purge protocols engaged.
Grip them all together. If you didn't see that, I gripped those spores together to try to prevent them from getting out of control here. That one's dying over there. Perfect. Better to just kill the boss, though. This guy does way more damage to the thing than we will ever do, so... Gotta prevent this from getting to be a problem.
Beware.
Perfect. That cleared our shit, too. That's nice. That actually works out really well. Even though we all took a few ticks.
Beware. Cleansing area.
This healer is the real deal, to be honest. He's very good. I'm not really sure what Holy Poly's weaknesses are, but I have seen a lot of them struggle. This guy is not struggling at all. He's doing crazy good work.
Beware.
I do really think, though, that Holy Poly is actually really good for these affixes.
Contagion detected. Sanitize.
And that is that. And he's the +1. What was that, 13? That's not bad at all.
Destroy virulence.
Bad at all. 13, yeah, that was nice. Anyway, let's see. We missed a lot of comments. Have you watched the MDI Method NA? I haven't done it yet. I should do it now that they've uploaded it all. Anything from chest? A 6-pack? I got gloves. Is there anything new in BFA? Yeah, lots. Tons of new stuff. Would be too much for me to answer right now. Unholy, since you don't have to look for extra weapons. That's true. It's a good point. They were running a strat to make that damage happen. Yeah, that's true. Do you have your key bindings on your keyboard or your mouse? Both. Both. Is there any DPS spec than Frost Mage or Assassination Rogue that helps you as a tank? Bombkin and Ellie Shaman as well? Shaman in general. Those things they help you even more than those two. Assassination Rogue, I don't know what that does. What does Assassination Rogue do as a tank? 395 ring last week, but lost 5% haste, so not wearing it. You definitely want to put... Wait, are you talking about as a Blood DK? You definitely want to get a 395 ring equipped. Unless you have maybe like a 390 ring, then maybe don't equip it, but a 395 ring will be an upgrade unless you're wearing like a 390 ring with better stats. It's hard to get stuff like that in Pugs. Yeah, that's true. Ever easy single chested plus 13 under rot? Easy money affixes? No, they're very difficult. That guy had to work his ass off. Don't most of their attacks snare ranged? Maybe, I don't know about that. Did you loot anything good in this run? No. That's about it, and maybe tricks of the trade. Yeah, yeah, I guess tricks is nice, but realistically you don't need those. What are your thoughts on vaping? Don't know anything about it. No thoughts. Have no opinion. What else? Let's find another key, I guess. Try to find 14s. 13 at all, that sounds like the one. But yeah, I'd like to definitely try a damage spec this tier. It's gonna be funny, because that stream, I already came up with the title for it. First time DPSing Mythic Plus ever. Ellie Shaman point of view. Ever, all caps. Like, check the, oh yeah, good point. Check the damage taken. How do we do this? Let's see. Damage. How do I do this with details? I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure how you do this. Damage taken, I guess it is, right? Can we do it? Damage taken by spell. There we go. Grievous wounds. It didn't actually do as much as I thought. 3 million damage over the course of the dungeon. That's a lot of damage, I guess, but let's see it just on me. How do you do this? Isn't there a way to show the whole chart on the screen? But I guess not. Anyway, Grievous wound is not even close to my top damage. I'm surprised. All right, I guess it's not as bad as I thought it was. Anyway, all right. So what do we got? We got a tall 13, sweet. Anyway, you'd probably do pretty good as DPS. Yeah, I'd like to try it for sure. I go from 20% haste to 15% as a blood decay. Both other rings are 380. Yeah, that's a huge upgrade, dude. 59 level upgrade is massive, even on rings. I don't agree at all, no. Anyway, I got a 395 BOE from Mythic last week. Hope it sells. Oh, sweet. Well, good luck. What add-ons do you use that you think are essential to having for tank? Pretty much all my weak ores, I think, are essential. I wouldn't get rid of any of them. But yeah, I mean, there's not really many add-ons. Details, I guess, is pretty useful. So we could learn about stuff like this. You know, this is important to be able to make these comparisons with actual numbers to back them up. So without an add-on like details, we wouldn't really be able to learn what we want to learn from dungeons. Is that circle around the mouse? Yeah, that's a weak ore. Yeah, it looks uncomfortable. No, it's not. It's not uncomfortable. Ring with main crit haste and secondary stats seems pretty bad for blood decay. Again, 15 item levels is invaluable. So when is this DPS stream? Nah, it won't be for a long time. Definitely won't be until the patch anyway. I want to gear up my shaman more before I even consider it. But why don't you run your own keys? I have a key that I really want to do, and I want to do well, so I want to practice a bit on the affixes before we do it, just so we don't end up like wasting it early in the week. A Russian guy says, Glasses Face. What's up, Glasses Face? Feels like Mastery is everywhere. Tough to get rid of it. Mastery's not bad for blood decay. It's just not the best stat. Yeah, item level is way better than any secondary stat. And the thing is, all the secondary stats are pretty balanced. So the extra stamina alone should be valuable, but the fact that all secondary stats are way more balanced than they were in Legion, you know, I agree that haste is very valuable, but I mean, apparently it's not even the best stat anymore. Apparently it's versatility now. So yeah, I definitely would not wear a 15 item level upgrade in any slot. And you know, it's definitely a 15 item level upgrade is definitely weaker in the ring slot because of that, but the stamina alone is absolutely invaluable. Every extra stamina you have is more healing. And that's our main way to survive right now, so. Do you have heal character? Yeah, the Shaman. That's the one that I have been playing as Resto, so I would like to play it as Ellie. Isn't crit very weak for blood? Yeah, crit is probably the worst stat for blood, really. It's just really valuable in 5-man, so. Why those emojis in the title of your video? Just so people could easily recognize that it's a live stream after the VOD goes live, and I don't have to edit it. What key did you get? 14 Shrine. How many HP gained? From what? Well, from that ring, I have no idea. I think he said like 2K, but I imagine it's a little bit more than that. I have 12 something once I get home. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we can do that. What is this? Only runners. What the fuck? Okay, sure. I agree. We should only find people from Uganda or countries that are well skilled in long distance spraying. $170 people? Yeah, I'm glad it's getting back to that point. Before I left for BlizzCon though, Tuesday streams would have been like 250 easy. Just tuning in, what are the affixes? This week it is Grievous, Bolstering, and Tyrannical. Hey Metro, did I forget? Before I forget, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, man. Me too. Leader. Whoop. Anyway, chat, buy merch. Yeah, and if anybody has any... Whoop. What the fuck is this guy even saying? Anyway, this guy wants a runner with a biggie in his pants. Sounds like that. Yeah, Uganda for sure. I'm glad Microsoft has great security. Oh, apparently someone else logged into my mail, so Microsoft shut it down. Damn. My lights went out for 20 minutes. Damn, you were probably worried you were gonna have to use that grant to fix whatever problem was happening. Okay, well I am definitely not going to form this guy's party for him. So anyway, do you think payments get discount on Black Friday? I don't think so. No. You mean like donations and shit? That'd be funny. Another big D's. Wait, is this the guy from before? Probably. Yeah, this is the guy from the previous dungeon. It's a new everybody else though. Hey, are we raiding this week? Yeah, we're gonna raid tonight, but I won't be here tomorrow, so no raid tomorrow. Tuesday tonight, that is, we'll raid, and then that'll be it. What else? Anybody know the best cheap food to use for Grievous after combat? This is the best food, but I don't know about being the cheapest, but yeah. Mage food? Yeah, I guess mage food is the answer, isn't it? Yeah.
You find only the best juju here.
Fighter Chow still works? Not really. They nerfed the fuck out of it. I mean, it works to regen your mana, but or regen your health, but it's not gonna regen much out of eating it. What's your stream schedule for the rest of the week? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know. I think what I should do tomorrow instead of stream is try to get a Mythic Plus done on the beta. I think that would be more valuable anyway. So what's gonna happen is I have to work tomorrow, which is rare. And then I'm gonna go out at night. Like Wednesday night is the night everybody gets together. So it's like I would like basically rush home from work and then stream for only a few hours. Or I come home and try to do something on the PTR. I think that's probably more valuable because I wouldn't really, the stream would be short anyway. Like leave the house, go out. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how any of this is gonna go. Anyway, my Xmas vacation just got canceled. Oh, wow, what happened? Stream PTR? I could, but I would rather just do it, like, without any pressure, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I wouldn't know what to title it, right? Like, we might be pushing keys to get to a 10, and then that 10 still has infested, and we would just have wasted our time, you know? It's like, it's just not really worth it, I feel like. What IRL with people? Well, yeah. Checking PTR. Maybe. I just don't know. I'm probably just not going to stream it, realistically. Anyway, I was so happy with teaming explosive weeks, but then I saw the next week is bolstering and Grievous. Yeah, that's for sure. Classic server looked like they only low quality with no item. What does that mean?
Got anything for me?
What am I even doing right now? Fuck, I need to ride there. I'm trying to fly there. Teaming explosive was actually fun though. Yeah, teaming I definitely prefer last week. I really like teaming and explosive actually. It's a really nice combo. I enjoyed it. It was fun, but it was still tough.
You cannot stop the sands from spreading.
That was not my idea of fun. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people didn't like it, but I love it as a tank because it's actually really fun and really engaging. There's a lot of ways to counterplay it as a tank, so it's pretty nice. If you had two equivalent pieces, but one had leech and the other had avoidance, leech all day. I don't know though, because leech is a lot worse now than it was last expansion, but I haven't tested that, so I can't really answer it. Is it just me or bolstering and Grievous are less annoying and easier? They're definitely less annoying, but they're definitely not easier. Grievous is ridiculous now, honestly. If you let everybody get a bunch of stacks of Grievous, you're done. You'll never catch up. Fun is only having to hit last hit a world boss when doing a world quest. Gotcha. Yeah, that's funny. That's always nice, right? When you get there just as it's dying. Some nice quality of life stuff in the modern game. Stupid fucking mobs outside of the dungeon. What is this? TBC? Classic and shit? Mobs outside of a dungeon. What game is this? This is the only dungeon as well, isn't it? Every other dungeon there's no mobs outside of it. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Teaming is my least favorite affix. I just don't like the count increase. Gotcha. It's like jackpot, but when you get there right after, you're like, fuck me. Oh, right. Yeah, that's the worst, actually. That's true. But I think what I might end up doing is trying to stream Thursday at some point. I just don't know what's going to happen. I can't guarantee that I'll stream Thursday or Friday. I don't know what the family situation is going to be. I don't know how I'm going to feel after it as well. If I'll be in the mood. I don't know. But Friday is historically a day that I do a lot of shopping for Christmas. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at all. So pretty much at this point, I think I've decided not to stream tomorrow. We'll just try to maybe if we can, do some things on the PTR. I gotta see if Tripline's available though. If he's not available, then we're not gonna be able to do anything. I don't know anybody who would want to heal. Alright. I'll update the PTR, and if I'm around, that'd be great. Yeah, if anybody who plays a damage dealer could just do it, and just, maybe on the off chance that they're around, do it. I can't guarantee that you'll be there and we have a spot and all that, but, just, plan to be around tomorrow, sometime tomorrow afternoon, basically. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If we have too many people, we have too many people. But I don't know anybody who would heal other than Tripline's wife. So him and her were kind of the crux of it. So we just need 2 more damage healers at that point. However, I feel like PTR difficulty at base Mythic is also increased. Yeah, it is definitely. It's not going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna take us a while to get that 10 in the first place. So I don't know if it would even be worth doing. Zero was extremely easy still, but I do definitely imagine that 7 and onward will be tough, especially with these affixes. Oh, we should eat I am potato. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Well, if the fix is active and we loot chests today, maybe we will get reaping.
5,
Yeah, that's it. So
4,
apparently Tagor has already been on there and he did not get a chest. So I don't. But I don't know. Does the PTR change on Tuesday or does it change on Wednesday? I'm not actually even sure. I've never actually cared about the resets on the PTR, honestly. I don't know.
Destruction long ago. She sacrificed herself to stop Mithrax. But with her death, the jungles of Voldoon withered to sand. The time of her rebirth.
It's just I don't, because like season 2 is definitely in on the PTR based on all the world quest stuff. But I think he might be right. Like I think the affixes might not have changed yet. Like they're still working on it, kind of thing. I definitely noticed in Zero how the mobs in Freehold were hitting. Oh yeah, I didn't notice it. I barely fought anything, honestly. I just invised the entire dungeon. Went right to the. I don't think I fought any trash at all. I just went right to the last boss. $14 tomb and affixes are not easy money. Metro, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Jimmy Sargeras is a tough raid. Metro, hey Mike Evans, what's up, buddy? How's it going, buddy? I just ran through the dungeon in Shadow Meld. That's why I noticed some more damage. Yeah, exactly. I didn't notice that because I would never have done that on live before, so I have no idea how much damage they were even doing. See, look at that. Already 5 stacks of Grievous. There's the 5th stack now coming. Oh, you got it off. Realistically, Bone Storm helped as well. But after today, I'm off all week, so I may push Rio on my mage and my DK. 370, nice. That sounds fun. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wish this is a week that I should normally have more free time than I do. I don't feel like I have much free time this week at all for some reason. We'll see, I guess, what happens, but having to work tomorrow really sucks. Let's see. I question the mental health of any healer going to Tyrannical Grievous Temple. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's what I said. The last boss is gonna be extremely difficult. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the video I made on Grievous last boss in here, but we wiped like 5 times to it a couple of weeks ago, so I'd imagine we'll wipe again here. And well, it was fortified though. The last boss is a fortified boss. Like, it's 100% fortified apparently. So that's that could be part of it, I guess. I was testing on live if I could reset some packs, but they kept teleporting me to them. Yeah, it's so annoying. I don't really know why that happens.
Five, 4.
Okay, let's use a real pot this time.
2, 1.
I forgot about this mob. Anyway, without accounting for Shroud, would you take Demon Hunter over Rogue? No reason to not account for Shroud, but I mean overall I guess I would take Demon Hunter over Rogue. Yeah, they do a little bit, they feel like they're a little bit more sturdy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I would literally run a huge amount of road in what the is this game? In Freehold. Yeah, that was I was having that too, that loading screen thing. It's funny how that was working.
Beware.
Shattered like glass.
Not impressive damage on this boss, I have to say. 15k from a Demon Hunter. I don't know about that. What else? 3rd boss is the one. They nerfed that boss as well, though. Should be a lot easier now. Maybe I should make a video on this. I guess a lot of people aren't 100% aware of some of the changes. What, they nerfed the 3rd boss? Yeah, they nerfed the damage it does. By like a considerable amount, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a video on it, I guess.
I will enjoy watching you fry.
Is that the same Demon Hunter for Underrod? No, it's a different Demon Hunter. Same Druid though. It was his key, I think.
Beware.
thing we didn't invis. You mean the explosion damage or the pillar soaking damage? The pillar soaking damage.
Beware.
Anyway, just knew you said someone was the same. Yeah, the druid is the same. Yeah. Is the healer even healing?
Beware.
His mana is like not gone down in the last like 20 seconds.
Die, vermin.
Ripperino, yeah. You should have got the healer from the last dungeon. Yeah, honestly, that guy was really good at Grievous. But I don't know, Resto Druid should be good at it too, I guess. He's just gonna let himself die, I guess. And it tells you everything you need to know about this guy. The guy almost just died out of combat. That's hilarious.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Couple globals on both. Otherwise, separate them as quickly as you can. Especially with Frost Mage. Two people just got hit by that mechanic. That's not good.
I will enjoy watching you fry.
And I'm thinking about changing my DK from Gnome to Elf. Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely if you're Alliance, you definitely want to go Night Elf for sure. 100%.
Beware.
Break them, Madaris! Run away, little girl!
Beware.
Dwarf would be good too, but Shadow Meld is just way too valuable if you ask me.
Stand against our empire.
I see 25% damage nerf. Not that much though. Oh, that's a big. That's all the fight is that mechanic. So any nerf to that is going to be a substantial change. Stormform can remove Grievous. Oh yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, it's not worried about Grievous. That's for sure. Not my my most important mechanic that I'm worried about. Only thing they could have done to make DKs edgier than Demon Hunters, let the Night Elf DKs use Night Warrior customization. What the hell is Night Warrior? I don't even know what that is. Outside of soloing, why Shadow Melds? Soloing. But also, if you ever need to reset a boss, you can do it. Which does happen all the time. People were doing 40k HPS in that fight before to keep up with the damage. 25% damage nerf still requires an insane healer. Still 25% less than was in the past. Are you really gonna argue with this? Like, so you don't think a 25% change to something is a big change? I don't know. You know how statistics work. It's a massive change. A Night Elf with black eyes. Oh, I see. Never heard of it. It's an 8.1. It changes Night Elves to be all black. Wait, are you serious? I didn't know about that. First time hearing of that. Soloing, you can pull huge groups in Mythic and drop aggro with Shadow Melt to skip packs. Yep, exactly. Really important. Makes soloing very, very easy. Night Elves can do skips in dungeons, other races cannot. That's correct, yep. They did that on BlizzCon, didn't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a cosmetic change. You can do it in the bar. Oh, wow. Are you serious? What the fuck? Wow, okay. That's interesting. Definitely going to have to level the Night Elf and check that out. So what, they just get black eyes? That's the only change? Or do you mean they actually change their skin color as well? Not just black eyes. Oh, okay. So there's like new eyes for blood elf, new eyes for night elf. That's cool. Well, another incomplete key. That mage was useless as well. Yeah. Well, he died, but yeah, he was pretty terrible. Oh, this is that same guy from before. I will not be forming the group for him, but. Damn, mages. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mages, for as strong as it appears to be in 5-mans, I feel like it's really hit or miss with mages. Like, I never get a good one. It feels like, you know what I mean? Like, even, like, I don't know, like, they have such huge upsides, but I don't feel like anybody ever makes full use of them. Such a versatile spec, or class, more so is the thing. It's not, like, Frost is good, but I don't feel like it's a choice all the time, and I see nobody play any of those specs. You'd think Assassination Rogue is good, yes. You would have to be, honestly, something wrong with you to think they were bad. Not to be insulting to you, Oriel, but they're just easily one of the best classes in the game right now. Yeah, it's one thing. I think it is that way. I think mage is harder to play than most other specs. Like, especially if you have to be able to play all three to be like well-rounded, you know. Frostmate and Sanguine is the worst. Yeah, that's true. Unlike Demon, yeah, that's a good point. Demon Hunter is just like fucking apparently really easy to play. I don't know, never done it.
Need something. Surviving means.
I mean, a Mythic Plus compared to other specs, damn, little. I mean, yeah, it's one of the best specs in the game. That's what I'm saying. It is one of the strongest specs in the video game. On probably the second strongest class in the video game. So, yeah, it is even compared to DK DPS, which says a lot. Oh, Demon Hunter. Wait, what? Oh, you're talking about Assassination compared to Demon Hunter? Yeah. Oh, I meant the ease of use I was comparing. Oh, right, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know anything about all that. I play mage myself from time to time. It's just if you're screw up your casting, you do no damage. Have to cancel a cast is brutal. Oh, really? I didn't realize all that. It's interesting. That's why I think I'd like fire mage a lot. I don't know. Maybe that blaster master thing will stay that way, but probably not. I'd really like to play it the way it is currently, but at the time I geared it up and got it what I wanted, it would have been the patch. So no thanks. Master Blaster is really hard to play, even if it's strong. I tried it. It's not hard to play at all. I don't know, all these people who like play mages full time saying it's hard to play. I'm like, I got a trait, like my first piece I had a trait on it, so I tested it. It's like extremely fucking easy to play. Like you just need a weak aura and that's it, and not spam. Like you need to make sure that you basically have to play safe instead of sorry. Like you have to make sure that you press the buttons at the right time. So even if it means like not spamming a little bit, that's better than risking it, you know? It'll still, like, obviously playing it perfectly is probably harder than that, but to just get 4+ stacks is like, it's not hard at all. Getting 4 stacks is extremely easy. Yeah. I had absolutely no... Well, 5 is hard because you need to be a troll. That's the problem. I'm not a troll. You need to have the right gear to have 5 stacks. And you need to be a troll, apparently. So I can't get 5. But like, it's impossible to get 5 without the right haste. So it's not something that I can do. But yeah, 4 is extremely easy. 5 would be extremely easy as well if you had the right amount of haste. And then you lag for a second, all your damage is gone. Too much of your damage is reliant in a short burst window. It's true, you're right. It's definitely a lot of your damage being reliant in that short burst window, but like, let's not account for lag into this. Like, you should not be lagging. If you're lagging and you're playing WoW, you need to adjust that. If it happens like once every 100 times you do your burst window, then maybe that's one thing, but like, if it's like, oh shit, I'm lagging every time I play the game, then you probably shouldn't be playing WoW, or you should be trying to upgrade your computer at least. But yeah, it's definitely, you know, the burst windows is all there is, so. But I think I like that the most. It reminds me of the old days. That's how challenge modes used to be. It was like your best burst windows were how you did challenge modes. That was it. You literally could just not even damage things. Like, it would be better to just sit there. Like, there was times where people would literally not even pull things without CDs. Like, they would just wait until everybody had CDs. It happened all the time on bosses. You would pull all the shit, blah, 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 with CDs, and then you would just sit there for 3 minutes. That was faster than doing shit without CDs. And that, it reminds me of those days. Like, I don't know if it's the meta or if it's the game in general that's changed, but I miss those. That was actually really fun. So, yeah, I don't know. Wait for CDs for 3 minutes? Well, it would be less than 3 minutes, obviously, right? Because it would be like maybe like a minute and a half-ish. But yeah, like or what we did all the time was die on purpose to reset Lust. We basically never fought a boss with Lust. It'd be like, you'd be waiting for CDs anyway, so just die on purpose. You know? Die on purpose, and then Lust resets, and by the time everybody's ready to go again, then we have all CDs on Lust again. And then that's that. Alright. Anyway, Wrestler Druid easy +2. As I said, easy money this week. This should be a good one. This should be a good one for sure. I don't know what's infested in here yet, but this is always an easy key. This is only 13 anyway, so yeah, we should definitely +2 this. If we don't, these guys are just shit. That's all there is to it. Oh, and we have a Warlock. Hype as fuck. What spec is this guy? Drain Soul Misery? What is that? Is this Affliction? Why doesn't he have the glare ability on this list? Anyway. But yeah, like waiting for CDs and potions was like the meta in MoP, especially in WoD CMs actually. It was WoD CMs where it really became the thing. You literally wouldn't even pull packs unless you had your pre-pot up. It got to the point where like if you were not pre-potting in dungeons, you were doing like half the damage that you would be doing otherwise, because people were stacking so many different burst things. Like, it was because in WoD there was these trinkets. They were all BOE trinkets, but they did, like, they were way over budgeted for CMs at the time because CM scaled you down, right? So these trinkets were already over budgeted. Like, they were like lower item level on purpose, I guess, to make them, I'm not really sure why, but they would be like considerably lower item level, but they would have a higher stat budget, so they were competitive with dungeon, like with real raid gear and stuff. What the fuck is that guy doing? Anyway, and then oh, that was I-beam. I see.
4.
But like, oh. Anyway, so I guess because he already did the, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was like a really big deal at the time. So You would just be waiting for all of those things to be up and before you'd make pulls.
You are too late, outsiders. The temple belongs to my master now. Soon, Zul will awaken.
Whoops. Did he fuck that up? I'm not really sure what he did there.
Empire will rise again.
Oh wow, it's all the way over there. Can't really wait. Anyway, I remember there being a trinket. Trinket that absorbed all the damage you did? Yeah, that was Soul Cap. Yep, exactly. That was back when shit was really overpowered. So you would literally just like rely on shit like that to actually do things well. It was like that was more important than anything else you can do. Doing those burst windows well was all that ever mattered. And I like that. That actually is fun. They would probably pull a huge pack then, and yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they would do. So but that was like really advanced. That's not something that most people did. But still, like that burst window was all that ever mattered at the time. If you didn't do that well, you were never going to upgrade the key based on the strategy you might want to use. It's a different scenario now. Like now people, they just do what they normally would do. Like there's nothing, I don't know. I guess it was different in CMs because there was no bronze. Like if you didn't get gold, people were not satisfied. So now it's like if you don't 3-chest, like if you wanted a 3-chest dungeons, you would still have to do shit like that. So that's the difference. Now like single chesting is perfectly fine. No, this guy's serious. He's getting picked up by the guy. That's really dangerous. Yeah, you're dead, for sure. I don't know if we should use a battle res on that, honestly. It's a pretty stupid reason to die. Good thing we got Hellstones, because we're not getting the healing that we need, that's for sure. I wonder if you could drop the... Oh, you bet you probably could with Shadow Meld. If it's on you, you could probably drop it. I bet you could. See, the Shadow Meld is just such... It's so strong. I didn't realize how good it was. I guess the Blood Elf ratio just used to always be that much better, but I can't believe, like, nobody ever used shit like that in the past. It's really weird. It seems hard to believe that, you know, people wouldn't have done the skips like that, but I guess there wasn't a lot of skipping going on in Legion 5-man, so it was a little different. Shadow Meld is OP? Yeah, it's really nuts. Plus, I feel like Night Elf is like... I really like the way Dwarf looks, but I feel like Night Elf is like the most desirable race anyway. The extra dodge they have, too, is nothing to sneeze at. That was really strong in the early days of WoW. I don't know how valuable it is now, but I'm sure it has some value to it. Alright, can we kill that, please? In Legion, what would you even want to skip? Yeah, you're right. There's not a lot. I have to wait for this. Dismiss him real quick. We can't mind control this guy this time. So no point in doing it. We'll just keep this one. Anyway, all BFA dungeons seem to have way more trash than you need. It's true. It's a good point. I mean, it makes sense. Like, this time around, they designed it for that, so. The Shadow Meld still drop Necrotic? Necrotic? I don't know. Maybe. Holy shit, maybe. I don't even know, because it takes you out of combat, technically, doesn't it? Wow, maybe. Goddamn. That's pretty interesting. It does not. Yeah, it does. It does not. Okay, well, you guys will have to make up your minds. The fuck? Okay, these guys are retards. I guess there's no way to CC this mob though without a priest, so. I switched back to Horde. Nice. Oh, it does not. You do it as a demon hunter? Gotcha. The only thing you want to skip was Blackrook and Vaults of Wardens. Some parts of trash. Cathedral you could definitely skip a lot. But yeah, realistically it was not a lot to skip in most of the dungeons. I mean, DHT, that was like one pack that you could skip basically. You could choose like 3 mobs to skip, that was it. Otherwise you needed every single pack. And same with Neltharian's Lair, you basically barely had count. You have to go out of your way if you skipped anything. Hello, Dr. Mick, what's up, buddy? Vile Intent, what's up, buddy? How you doing today, friend? I forgot that I sent my pet over there to try to kill it, but then I forgot that it was gonna heal because of the infest. Anyway, you doing good, dude? Leveling my DK as blood and watching your stuff, catching up a lot. Sweet, no problem, man. If you have any questions or anything, you let me know. Should have mind control this one though, so we didn't have it bolstered to fuck. That was not smart. Anyway, I'm doing the same. It's the best. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, this is a dangerous fucking pack right here if I've ever seen one. Should have definitely mind controlled it. Just double, see like 5 stacks is doing so much. 10% of my health every 3 seconds. Jesus Christ. Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's just displaying because it's somewhat close. If you mind control a bolstered stat, no, you can't mind control a bolstered mob. That's why I should have done it beforehand. You can't mind control bolster, correct. Or raged. That's true. Yeah, you can't do it with raging either, right? Yeah, it would be cool, right? What do you think about BFA? I love it, Dr. Mick. My favorite expansion so far, for sure. Absolutely, it's been spectacular so far. Alright, so I think what we'll do here is we'll mind control. Let's get these first. I'm going to mind control the infested mob and then move it away. It's going to be a little difficult to do that, but... Raging is actually a buff for Siege of Baralis. Makes the spotters do more damage to their allies. Nice. First one that say BFA is good. No, I know a lot of people who enjoy it a lot, actually. Many people on the stream as well. Yeah, BFA is great. Everything that was good about Legion is in BFA, and that's a big part of why I like it so much. Typically, a big problem is they try to like reinvent the wheel every expansion, and that kind of sucks. Okay, how do I move it? Move to... Why I'm just fucking spamming Heart Strike when I'm at 125 runic power. BFA has been pretty good. Only the Azerite traits seem weak. Yeah, there's a couple things that definitely could have been a lot better, and they're getting a lot better in 8.1, so I'm very satisfied. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, what about this? Did you not know about that? Oh, actually, now we'll mind control this one. Oh no, it's bolstered. Fuck. Yeah, okay, well I'm not gonna have a pet. That's really regrettable. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. This is not the smartest idea, I don't think. I'm not sure what we could have did differently here, but now not having a pet is gonna be a huge DPS loss. Anyway, you can have a shield guy pet. It's true, I'll have to take one of those instead. It's gonna do a lot less DPS, obviously, but it's better than not having one. What is the easiest plus 10 for alts? This one, Freehold, Motherload. I would say they're the 3 easiest dungeons every week. No matter what the affixes are. There's some things that change that, but I'm actually going to make a video on that soon, honestly, so. Why is the lock in your group doing no gate skip? Because we need mob count.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Definitely do King's Rest. That's really far away. What the fuck? Anyway, I'd root Infest and MC the other one. Yeah, that was probably a better option. But this is not a very, they're all like Spanish players, so difficult to communicate. Definitely do King's Rest on alts. Yeah, man, we had a great time with King's Rest last week. Definitely with teaming. Make sure you do teaming fortified. 100%. King's Rest, it's not just the kings that rest there, let's put it that way. It's also the key. Key's Rest is what they should call it. Lol. No, it's definitely a lot easier this week, I imagine. I don't know though, I'm not a big fan of Tyrannical in there, but... Alright, well we fucked this up. Oh, we managed to do it though. Keys rest, all keys go to rest, yeah, for real. Last week, definitely, I would say that was... I would be very surprised to see anybody upgrade a fucking higher, like even like the top dudes, I'd be interested in seeing them just do a 15 King's Rest, because it would require, like, pinpoint... I'd be interested in seeing how they do some of the problems in there, that's for sure. Does anybody else notice the music, like, fading in and out? I don't know if that's me, or it's my headset, or my headphones, or whatever. See, like, look at this. Once this Grievous is up, we're just done here. Right? He's not gonna be able to get me to full, it looks like. I have to rely on my own self healing, I guess. Azerite Veins is getting some value this week, though. Holy shit. Azerite Veins is probably just coming close. Like, if I had 3 Azerite Veins, it would probably just negate Necrotic or whatever. Grievous. What'd you get from the weekly chest? 390 gloves. It was a big upgrade. King's Rest feels like the most linear dungeon. It's true. There's very little side. Like, you can't really do anything in there. I guess some people try to skip shit, but it's like very pointless. I watched 18 King's Rest. Did they upgrade the key? I imagine the answer is just going to be no. I don't know. It seems like it would be impossible.
But when you die, there will be no coming back.
Maybe we could pull out some shenanigans here, like get it far enough away. Probably not, though, I'd imagine. Maybe. It'd be interesting. Maybe we can. Oh, died too quickly. I was trying to grip it away, but somebody did something. Actually, only one was bolstered, so that's nice. Anyway, everything else was smooth. They were doing great until the council fight. Yeah, the whole dungeon is probably... It's like different reasons for it to be difficult. How did they handle all that infested, or that teaming trash, though? I haven't tuned in for a while. Nick, you're right. It's been a long time, man. Mainly because I quit WoW, but hope you're doing great. I see the viewer count is getting higher. It was going a lot better a couple weeks ago, but then when I left for BlizzCon, it went down pretty hard. But yeah, Nick, how you been, man? Glad to see you again. Zool mob was rough. Yeah, I bet. At least they nerfed Zool from King's Rest. Yeah, but again, that had already been nerfed last week. So. I'm doing okay. Been focusing on other stuff. I'm writing code for a WoW emulator. A WoW emulator? What does that mean? You mean a private server? That's odd. Hey, what's up? Got any 385 Azurite? I have one item, yeah. It's the only piece I've gotten so far from the cache. Sadly. Definitely happy when 8.1 comes out. That's my biggest gripe with the game right now, is that it's pretty much impossible to get Azurite gear from Mythic Plus. King's Rest is known to be a place where all Prot Warriors and Guardian Druids go to rest. Oh yeah. That's fine. I guess it's what you think. Oh, come on, man. How does this happen? I guess it's what you would think of as a private server. It's an infrastructure which emulates the Wrath of Lich King patch. Most private servers use pre-made cores. I'm writing my own from scratch. Nice, that's cool. Oh, that sounds fun. Too bad you picked the worst expansion, Wrath, huh? So basically, like, all private server tech is based on somebody who made what you're trying to make. Is that what you're saying? I don't want to run a server. It's just a really great experience. Oh, I see. Gotcha. That's cool. What? Wrath was awesome. Now it's at least awesome expansion in my opinion. Wrath was great. Nope. Very bad expansion. You smoking some super bad stuff? Nope. Pretty much all the things I didn't like about the game came in Wrath, so surprised so many people like it, honestly. Essentially, is that tech is like 12 plus years old, so the current stuff has a lot of mistakes in them. Writing it first round to be Wrath, but we're planning on adding a dynamic system. Nice. That's cool. Sounds fun. To add every expansion as a possibility. Oh, that's cool. Just in time for Classic to come out. I don't. Okay, we read that. Rip timer, yeah, it's not a good way to progress the timer, that's for sure. Although we'll probably still regular upgrade it. But encryption and such have changed, so it's a bit tricky to make it compatible with any 4X client. Ah, interesting. That's cool. I didn't realize. Yeah, I don't know anything about that kind of shit, so I'm glad to see you though. I'm glad that you're doing well. Still getting great value out of your Pokemon help there that you helped me with all those months ago, so thanks a lot. That was funny. That was on the beta still. It's crazy to think. Really? Oh, yeah. That was something I wanted for a really long time, so the fact that you were able to help me with it was really nice. Be further back a bit, I think, right? What's it, like 40 yards away where they'll bolster? I'm glad you got something from it. It was definitely an experience, given that I never worked with Ruby before. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's a little, there's a little bug with it, but it's not really a problem. You can work around it pretty easily. But yeah, it's something that I knew I always wanted in a Pokemon game, especially fan games that have that much diversity in the Pokemon you can catch. There's almost too much diversity. Like, you can only use 6 Pokemon, right? So it's like, how the fuck am I gonna, you know, enjoy when I have a box full of Pokemon I want to use? How am I gonna play the game other than constantly switch them? And it always felt like I was just doing it for no gain. So I was like, all right. Instead, I would like there to be a way that I could just have like a computer decide to switch them for me. And that's exactly what you did. Is that on me? So that's a nice little thing you can do there. A lot of people probably don't realize that it's even happening there. That mob is the same mob as these ones on the side, and it will do that transfusion mechanic. So whoever gets it should definitely go in the blood. It'll make it die a lot quicker. But it's not really that big of a deal. Anyway, how do you cancel control undead? You just gotta right click the thing. There's probably a weak or a macro you can make for it, but I never did. I just right click the regular interface way. I love the fact people said it wasn't possible and I did it anyway. Yeah, no, it's not really game breaking. It is funny though that you're right about that. What the problem is for some reason the box, like with this script enabled, you can't use the box the way you would want to use it. You can't actually deposit Pokemon for some reason, but you can do it in another way. So it's like you just have to do it. It's like a little clunkier, but it can still be done. I think that teaming King's Rest, you probably want to kill at least one mob with mind control. Yeah, I would say so. That was definitely something that we should have did in that group that I did yesterday. I don't see it in my buffs and debuffs. I tried. Maybe I'm just blind. It's you have to like I said, you have to right click the frame of the controlled mob. Of course, yeah, you didn't realize. Just level my blood DK, sweet man. We'll enjoy it. It's very fun. They're a very fun, fun tank.
5, 4.
I'm sure you played the classic demo and have had the question asked a ton, but how was your experience with it? Yeah, there wasn't anything to have fun with, to be honest. You could level what 3 times or 4 times, so not really much there. You know, I was more excited to see how they responded to a lot of the comments. I was at BlizzCon, by the way. I don't know if you know that. I was more excited to hear like how they replied to a lot of the potential things people were worried about with Classics development. That was way more interesting than the demo. The demo was really disappointing actually. There was just nothing to do in it. I really wish they had dungeons. Yeah, exactly. At least if there was dungeons, then it would have been. I would have played it a little bit more. But I played it for 3 hours, leveled twice, and I was like, all right, this is boring as fuck. Yeah, you mentioned not long ago that you went. How was the answers to the worries? Yeah, they were great. They seem to have the right idea about making Classic, and that's good. I never had any doubt, but it's good to just have it on paper so people aren't constantly saying, oh, they're gonna add LFR, lol. Shit like that. Should have let players do Wailing Caverns or Dead Mines. The fact that they didn't, it makes me think that they're actually pretty far behind on development here, but you know, if they plan on that, so then like that's kind of countered by the idea that it's going to be out by next summer. So if they're going to have this ready within like 8 months or so, then I guess they're not that far behind. But LFR was in the demo, right? But it wasn't actually in the demo. It was just there. The screen was there. That was it. But like, you know, shit like that. It's like it's good to not have to hear about constantly. It's these fucking idiot children who don't know. I don't know. Anyway, if you did LFR, it would pull it up, right? It would pull up the interface, but obviously not the difficulty itself. I believe they mentioned they all had the data, but they probably not going to get to the part of mass importing everything. There are probably other systems included for dungeon mobs. Oops, I got this. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, honestly. I don't know anything about all that backend stuff. I'm quite sure it'll be sort of a mass import with the NPC data. Yeah, that's the thing that worries me, is that they're just gonna leave Classic as easy as it is, especially with 1.12 stuff. That was a little worrying, in my opinion, but oh well. You are in combat. I disagree. Alright, so here's the end all be all. Let's see how this goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Tsar will awaken soon, but you will not live to see it.
It was funny, especially with the naysayers. Yeah, it's annoying more than anything. Yeah, exactly. How could people think they would out? It's literally like illogical to think that. Like,
beware.
It's just so stupid. There's plenty of things that they could have added, but it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Can't add LFR. They're not gonna add fucking queuable content to Classic, let alone LFR. Any specific reason for controlling the shear bit? Yeah, because I fucked up. I messed it up. I needed to mind control a different target, and I didn't do it properly, so I ended up losing the opportunity to do it with bolstering.
Beware.
Yeah, we killed the only other option, so I fucked up. It's my fault, 100%. This is not something I would recommend doing. Everybody should be mind controlling the whatever it's called, the big hulking mob. It's a huge DPS loss not to do it. Yeah, these fucking spiders are just killing me though. They're gonna keep Grievous up pretty much 100% of the time if I keep fucking this up. Okay, here we go. Azurite Veins. Let's get healed up there. That was scary. I'm gonna run back into 2 sets of spiders that were coming right at me. Oh, see, this is annoying. They take these like divergent, they just like bank hard right or left real quick.
Beware.
Tough. Now let's go Vamp Blood so he can try to get me topped off. Before I can top myself off more so. Icebound, or whatever. Rune Weapon's up. Getting crushed by spiders, so we're about to wipe again probably. It's just the spiders are just so hard to dodge, man. It's ridiculous.
Beware.
Yeah, Grievous is just... I would say it's out of control, but somehow everybody's getting topped off. The spiders are what's out of control, to be honest. There's just nowhere to fucking stand. It's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know. These spiders are just... They need to be off the fight.
Your blood is mine. Let your soul be shattered.
Beware.
If I could just not die Grievous, this is so much easier to solo as well. I don't know, this fight is just ridiculous with so many spiders. Let's see. So what'd you think about Diablo Immortal? I don't play Diablo, so I don't really give a fuck. What else? Any specific... Okay, we read that. They killed the only other option, yeah. Really nice stat switch they did. What do you mean? I guess Demon Hunter isn't clearing them up. He can foul rush over them and take no damage. Yeah, it's unfortunately not a good idea either. Fight is even worse with a tank that has melee interrupt. Yeah, I can imagine. Is this guy talking to me? I was making a joke with the stat squish since you got like mop-like values. We do. I don't think you were there for Mop. Mop was like 100 million DPS basically. We're nowhere close to Mop. Alright, let's see. Let's eat. I meant health-wise. Oh yeah, they intentionally increased the health pools, but it's still nowhere near mob. I find this boss more difficult on DK than I do Pally, mostly due to range interrupt. Yeah, Bloody DK has range interrupt as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Tsar will awaken soon, but you will not live to see it.
Depleted at all? Yep. That's what happens. The last boss is extremely difficult. Especially with Grievous.
Beware.
Mob 5.1 was around 300k for most people? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was like 5. It was like a couple million, but I don't remember. I guess that was different. They had a different approach to health pools back then, so maybe it was much lower, but it seems crazy to think that people would be doing hundreds of K DPS and only have 100k health. Avenger Shield is usable way further. It's true, but it's usable way less often, way less reliably as well. But yeah, it's nice. I'm sure it's nice. Prideful was around 500,000 for DPS. Tanks had millions. Prideful, what is that? How is Prop Pally in Classic? I really like Prop Pally in Classic. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I still can't decide if I want to play Druid or Paladin, but I definitely want to play one of them. You shouldn't need range interrupt for this fight much, just because, yeah, I don't know why as a tank you would need a range interrupt, honestly, but for me what I'm doing is I'm trying to go out there and slow these mobs with D&D, and it causes some problems, obviously.
Beware.
5.4, last major patch. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I just need to focus on this.
Let your soul be shattered.
See, like that right there is what's causing the problems. I'm making it a problem for myself, though. It's not actually a problem with the encounter. Just, I'm making it a problem when it shouldn't be.
Beware.
Let your soul be shattered.
Pay attention to these spiders. Basically, if I get hit by any spider at this point, it's probably going to cause a wipe. Because this guy's already falling behind on the damage dealers. Oh, what the hell? Why is there one over here? What the fuck? Just got hit by a spider, didn't I? I don't see